Welcome to the Battlecode 2020 final tournament. Tonight, we'll give a brief overview about what Battlecode is to people in the audience who haven't been thinking about it nonstop for the last month. So we'll talk about this year's game, we'll give a couple of stats, and then we'll just get right into it, starting with the Octo-finals, the beginning of the final tournament, the top 16 teams. We'll take a break after the quarterfinals for the high school and newbie final matches. We have some special awards for some competitors. And then we have the semifinals and the grand finale after that. So, Battlecode, what is it? 6147 is a class, a competition class. You can get credit for it if you're an MIT student. It runs every January. It's a lot of fun. You write an AI to make units run around a map and hopefully do intelligent things. And it's very constrained, both in terms of the information you have and the amount of compute that you get to use. It's been called the Super Bowl for software engineers about once a year by us at this event. And so this year's game is all about the changing climate. As we know, the Earth is changing. Water levels are rising. We're depleting our natural resources at an unprecedented rate. Natural resources like soup, which are limited in supply and cannot come back to the map once it's been consumed. So that's the foundation for this year's game, which is that the water level over time increases, and if a robot or a building is hit by the water, then it's destroyed, unless it's a drone. And the survival is just as important as sabotaging the other team, which you'll see plenty of. So the main units here, you can see a lot of them in this map. The most important one is the HQ right here. And when the HQ floods, you lose. And when your opponent's HQ floods, you win. You don't even have to be the cause. Many HQs flood because of the changing climate and the rising water levels. But it helps if you surround them and bury the HQ in dirt. So there's also another unit which does just that, called a landscaper. So landscapers are your tool against the rising water levels. They can dig dirt from some tiles and put it in a different tile to raise the elevation and make it flood later. They can also put dirt on top of buildings, and if enough dirt is on top of a building, then it becomes buried and will be destroyed, which is what you can see in this GIF. So some other important units, there's this unit right here, the design school. So this is what produces landscapers. And the most prevalent unit on this slide are drones, which drones can fly over water tiles, and they can pick up and put down other units. So you can see here, there are like some drones carrying landscapers that they then place on the enemy wall. There are evaporators, which generate soup per turn. As soup is, of course, the most important natural resource. Everything is made of soup, as we know. So you build all of your units out of soup, and the amount of soup that you're getting per turn is very important for how much you can do. So evaporators are clean energy. They just condense soup out of the thin air. As opposed to refineries, which there isn't an example of in this GIF, but refineries take unrefined soup, gathered around the map by miners, and they turn that into usable soup that you can build robots out of. And so we'll see plenty of that. The other important units include the fulfillment center, which produces delivery drones. And then the miners, which go around the map and collect soup and also can build the other buildings, which then build the other units. The last, cutest, potentially, robot is the cow, which you can see there's a cow right here. And cows are non-player characters. They move around the map randomly, and they produce a lot of pollution. Oh, so what is pollution? Okay, so pollution is the other global environmental factor, which is bad for you, besides the water level. And pollution, what it does is it slows down robots. So every action has a base cooldown of 1 turn, most of them. But if you're in a high pollution area, then that cooldown can increase and it makes your robots move a lot slower. So cows are just walking pollution sources, which slow everything down. So you don't want them near your HQ, and you would like them near the enemy HQ. And again, yeah, they're non-player characters, so they just move around randomly and slow things down. The last and final important component of this year's game is the blockchain, of course. As we know, blockchains are ubiquitously useful for everything, including communication and sending messages between robots, because on its own, each robot can only see a small area around it. So in order to get sort of like team coordinated activity, you need to communicate somehow to get the other units to like all go to the same place or all attack at the same time or something like that. And that's what the blockchain is for. So any unit can bid a transaction in the blockchain, which is a message of 7 integers. And every round, the 7 highest transaction fee messages are added to the global blockchain, which all the robots can read for the rest of the game. Okay, so that was a quick introduction, but you'll see much more of it in a moment. Just a couple of statistics about how this year went. So we had 661 teams and 1,852 individuals register on the site to compete. That has now been whittled down to 16 finalists in the final tournament, and then 2 teams, which we'll see tonight in the high school and newbie finals. And this is 55 individuals total. Many of you are here. Thank you. And we had over 100 MIT students registered for the class. So that was pretty great, because ultimately we are a class too. So without further ado, let's head on to the Octo-finals. All right, so, oh yes, when your game is playing, please come down, take the microphones, tell us what the heck is going on inside your bots' heads, because we don't know and we can just guess, but you can actually tell us. So yeah, first up we have the high ground versus horse paste. So please come forward, take a mic.
See where you're from.
Oh yeah.
And your team name.
I'm Horse Pace. I'm from Wisconsin.
And we are the high ground from Northern Virginia.
All right. So the high ground is red up here, horse paste blue down in the bottom. And let's see, so what's your initial strategy, just like at the beginning of the game? How do you decide what to do?
High ground.
Oh, well, we first try to get all the nearby soup. We build a lot of miners to try to mine it. And if it's too far away, we'll build a refinery to have a nearby center to deposit our soup.
Is that what's happening over here in the top left? Oh yeah,
I believe so.
nice.
I do pretty much the same thing, only like my little home base area is smaller.
What are all these red drones doing down here?
They are nervous? I don't know.
I think the red drones
they're
are,
red.
there are drones. We're attacking them and preventing them
okay.
from reaching any of their
Yeah,
soup.
that's probably it for me then.
Yeah, so it looks like if horse paste's units moved too far away from their HQ here, they would get picked up by the drones and then drowned, which would be sad.
So we send a bunch of drones towards the enemy HQ to try to like contain their units so they can't build anything. And we try to you can see we try to terraform to the opponent's HQ.
Oh, and it got flooded. All right.
Yeah, I don't do well against early harass, so this will probably happen twice more.
There are a lot of cows near the HQ on this map, which means there's a lot of pollution, but we don't really take into account for pollution much, so that could hurt us.
Oh, you just drowned a cow. That was sad.
No.
Wait, we don't drown cows. I think that was horse
Oh, wait,
paste.
that was horse paste. You're right.
We just ignore them.
Horse pace got flooded.
Yep. All right. So the high ground
Third
is
game.
up 2-0 so far. It's best of 5.
So there's a lot of changing elevation on this map. Yeah, so our miners might not be able to tell they can't get to the soup. We build some net guns when we see drones, as you see.
Okay, this is like a modified version of Climb, right?
Correct.
The old map? Yeah, so I know exactly what happens in this one.
So you can see we're building up
Get to the middle.
you can see we're building up a bunch of vaporators to give us a lot of economy. They have about the same amount of vaporators, but we have a lot more drones.
Ooh, the crunch.
Yeah, so at round 1500, we always run to the enemy HQ with drones and drones carrying landscapers and try to kill it.
Nice.
All right, congrats, the high ground, win the first game. All right. Okay.
And to clarify, it's a double elimination tournament, so horse pace is still in the tournament.
All right, next up, we have Blue Dragon versus Bowl of Chowder. So Blue Dragon is going to be red, unhelpfully, and Bowl of Chowder is blue.
And please introduce yourself and say where you're from.
Yeah.
I'm Stone. I'm from San Diego.
I'm
I'm Benjamin. We're Blue Dragon.
Where are you guys from?
Yeah, we're from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Cool. All right.
I honestly don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
We sort of build a thing on our base. We try not to die. It's a good first step.
So it looks like my miners found enough soup to start like vaporators and make a cookie. I call my that as a cookie. It's only because it browns up later because there's so much dirt, and it's like I keep it limited in size.
Oh. How do you decide the size limit?
I chose a magic number of 134 pi.
Oh, nice. Ooh, that was a big
Oh,
crunch.
okay. So wait, okay, can you replay that real quick? So this is my drone wall buster that I've been talking about in Discord that works like once every million times.
That's a one.
So you see a successful drone wall, what we do is we build an island near it.
There's a net gun right here.
Yeah. So
Wow.
in addition to like using existing islands, we build our own and we drop miners to build net guns to destroy the wall.
Wow.
Destroy it, then we take
yeah,
all our units
there's one
back
right
out
there.
and we push back in for a final crunch.
That was amazing.
It worked.
So units can't pass through each other. So the only way to destroy a wall of drones is to build a net gun, which requires land. So you have to create your own island and then build the offensive net gun.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But luckily here, there's an island already there, so we didn't need to do much.
Cool. All right, Bowl of Chowder takes game one. Looks like a lot of drone harassment going on.
Yeah, we don't do well against that. That was one of those things we probably should fix, but just like, we figured it would probably be fine.
I feel like this map terrain is gonna mess up with my cookie a bit. It's purple now.
I think it's gonna be fine.
Yeah, this is a fine cookie. Oh, no, it's not fine.
Okay. It looks like I've been unsuccessful with trying to attack them. My drones can't seem to path there.
All right, so Bowl of Chowder flooded first because their drones didn't make it to the enemy HQ. All right, so they're 1-1.
This map, I never win, because climb, my bot always seems to mess up. Because you can see the miners at the bottom right. I built too many.
Oh yes,
They
that's too
get
many.
stuck.
That's too many.
Yeah.
That's like 41.
Oh, but you
Oh, wait, the
had a
crunch worked.
Oh wait, but I'm not attacking? For some reason?
Oh yeah, all right, the crunch worked. All right, so Bowl of Chowder is up two games to 1.
Okay, that was all in the plan.
Ooh, a lot of cows on this map. Wow. All right, so the drone harass is going well, it looks like. The cookie is looking good.
Yeah. Don't think we have this one.
We're baking it.
Yeah, wow. Okay, so evaporators produce 2 soup per turn, and you have 50, so that's a lot of soup.
That's not great for us.
Yeah. How do you decide when to crunch?
So I have a hard-coded 1950 round, and then I wait until like a little bit later to crunch again, because I wait for all the drones to get destroyed and wait for
Gotcha.
yeah.
Very nice. And you have offensive net guns on the enemy wall, which is rude. But all right, so Bowl of Chowder continues in the winner's bracket. Blue Dragon down to the loser's bracket. Congrats. All right, so next we have Bagger 288 versus Kryptonite. Would you like to introduce yourselves? Yeah.
Hi. So we are Bagger 288, all the way from Germany. My name is Hannes, Max, and Simon.
Hi, we're Kryptonite from Northern Virginia. My name's Richard. This is Havish, and that's Patrick.
Thank you.
All right.
So I think it will be really interesting because you're rush bot.
Rush.
We tried to rush as well.
That was fast. Yeah.
Wait.
That's it.
Oh, nice! And it's like 50-50 most of the time, I guess.
Yeah. RNG.
So this game's a little confusing because all of the blue units are over here next to the red HQ, and all of the red units are over here next to where the blue HQ
wanna
was.
replay
Could
this
you
one?
hover over our HQ just to
let's
check
just
like
load it.
how barely we survived?
And then start again.
Yeah.
Slow.
So if that happened pretty fast. So what happened was
Can I switch slots?
they both sent miners. Do you want to talk about your rush strategies, actually?
Okay, so our rush is if the map is symmetric, so if it's like a square map, we rush the diagonal corner first, since we assume that's a smart choice, which it seems to be. And then we try to build as many landscapes as possible, but not if we're rushed before that. So if we're rushed before that, which happens a lot with Kryptonite, we are not going to go through with our rush, but we want to defend.
Okay, cool. I think we'll see a lot of that.
Did we just have like 49 dirt on our HQ as well? Holy hell.
No, that was the end. That was
Okay.
the other one. Yeah. Okay, so yes, they're both trying to rush again.
No!
Oh, that one got lost.
yes!
Okay, so it looks like.
So our pathfinding might have gotten a little bit confused in the middle.
Yeah, do you want to talk about why you build drones and stuff?
So for our miner, if it can't find the enemy HQ, or like if it's trying to navigate towards the enemy HQ and I think for 3 turns it hasn't made any progress towards it, it'll just build a drone factory that'll help carry it towards it. This is useful for like obstacles and stuff.
Yeah. So I think this miner will probably do it, right? Oh, nope, he's gonna get drowned.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, all right,
We
drowned
have
miner.
way too many miners. Let's see
Probably
what
no
happens.
rush.
I don't think they're going to like give us room to turtle. Oh.
So
Surprise.
yeah, now we're just turtling, which is forming 8 landscapers around the HQ, and then hopefully some support ones.
Yeah, so it looks like you both have the wall of 8, and it's just gonna be a race to see who can make it the tallest.
And if we have enough resources, we crunch out drones to see what happens. But we
Nice.
don't have enough drones, so
true.
we're not going to do anything.
I guess we'll see. What's the trigger for the crunch?
If we have enough drones, we build a drone wall first. And if we have more drones than we need for that, we're going to go and try to kill the enemy as well.
Oh, so you build the drone wall, and then all the extras crunch.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Nice.
Yes.
All right, so Bagger288 wins the first 3 games and continues in the
Good
winners
game.
bracket. Congratulations. Next up, Citrus Sky versus Battlecode.
The mic's.
Oh yeah. Do you guys want to introduce yourselves? Battlecode, where are you?
We're Citrix Sky, and we're from the East Coast of America.
We're Battlecode, and we're from MIT.
All right. Let's see. Okay, so what's going on here? Tell us.
So our strategy is to rush. It looks like that did not succeed.
Yeah, we don't like rushes at all. I'm sure a lot of teams agree, but.
And so now we're building a wall.
Oh, and you have the defensive net gun. That's good.
Yes.
Citrix Sky, what's your terraforming strategy?
Okay, so we basically you build like 2 landscapers at the start because some maps they're just like no land, so we just try to terraform around it, and then we create a wall, right, at like some arbitrary. I forget what the threshold was, but. Oh, right, yeah. It's based on the income for our vaporators, right? And then as soon as we get a lot of vaporators, we put a wall in and then make more landscapers and drones and whatnot.
It looks like Battlecode. Did you add this to your bot since the last tournament? You have a lot of defensive net guns that were holding off the crunch really well.
Yeah, so 2 hours before the final deadline, we realized how good evaporators were, and it tripled our economy mid-game. And so now we can afford to build net guns.
Nice. And you have a drone wall, it looks like, too. All right, so Citrix Sky floods first because the crunch did not work thanks to those net guns. All right, so it looks like there's a rush happening. Wow, that's quick. Ooh, the offensive net gun, very nice.
Wow.
All right, so Citrix Sky just rushed, which is uncharacteristic, I thought, but.
No, that was Battlecode. Yeah.
Oh wait, you're right. Sorry, I was looking at the blue HQ. Yeah. All right. All right. So Battlecode takes the first 2. Oh, no rush on this map.
Or maybe.
Well, you can rush anything with drones, but.
Yeah, so our miner is trying to bug nav around the map and getting very lost.
Ooh, it looks like they just both got drowned. That's a shame. So Citrix Sky, do you guys terraform down? I know some teams are
Yeah, I
very...
mean, we terraform it down, but like, it seems like it's getting stuck. We're just hoping that their net gun floods, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Yeah, our net gun doesn't flood until round 2150 or something.
Oh yeah, what elevation is that? 25?
25.
Yeah, nice. Oh, and the drone wall too. Very defensible position here. Oh, net gun on the wall.
Seems
but
like
the
we got
crunch
some of
did
the
happen.
landscapers off. It's not enough.
It was close though. It looks like this one was at 13, I guess 300 away. But all right, so Battlecode takes the first 3. Congrats.
Good game.
Yeah.
Okay, please introduce yourselves and say where you're from.
So, we're Java Best Waifu. I'm Daniel. I'm from the University of Michigan.
Oh, and I'm Ivan from Cornell.
We're Anomalous Pandas. We're from all over the place. Yeah.
All right. So, what's happening here?
I think they tried to rush,
We're rushing too.
but it didn't succeed.
Yeah,
So,
it looks like some miners drowned in this water over here.
oh, I see. So our aim is basically to go to the enemy base and terraform all the way there and building turrets.
We do really bad against drones trying to harass us, so this does not look good for us. We sort of just hope they don't terraform to us, but that's sort of what's happening here.
The crunch.
Well,
All right. Well, this next one is a little more rush friendly, so we'll see what happens. Should probably slow it down.
Rush, rush, rush. That's the only way we win.
All right, so here we go. That's the miner. Gets there by round 80, pretty quick. So how do you defend against rushes, Java?
With more miners. Apparently we managed to destroy both the turret and their, how is it called? Design center?
The design school, yes. Yeah.
But apparently we're having trouble because we cannot reach the HQ.
This landscaper is running away from a drone. Oh.
But we're getting harassed and not building enough landscapers.
Do you defend against the harassment at all, or?
Oops.
Oh, nope.
Nope.
All right, so Java takes game 2.
This map is completely random. I don't know what's going to happen.
I think we did pretty well on the map that appeared before, so hopefully we do well here too.
The miner just got drowned.
Uh-oh.
Oh, but there are defensive net guns this time. That's good. Oh yeah, you guys have way more going on with these net guns defending you.
Yeah, and apparently we're not going to be able to reach there in time because
we're trying
we're trying to excavate those huge walls.
Yeah, this is elevation 200, so that's why they're going really slowly.
Oh, I see. But apparently we're building all the way, like, in all the maps.
Yeah. There are a lot of evaporators everywhere.
Supposed to be building drones. I haven't seen a drone that's ours this entire set, so that's kind of concerning.
When do you build fulfillment centers?
Oh,
rip.
Apparently, like, their net guns got flooded just by chance.
All right, well, congrats, Java.
Oh, thanks.
All right, next up, we have Steam Locomotive versus CT. Oh, wait.
I think it should be a white background or something.
Oh. All right.
Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hello, we are Steam Locomotive. Choo choo. We're all students from the University of Texas at Austin. I'm Joseph. That's John. That's Trace. That's Nils. That's us.
Hello, we're Team Prasici from Serbia. Well, half of it. There are also Nikola and Emma who couldn't join us today. Oh, there they are.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, yeah. Hi. The other half of procedure. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Nikola.
Oh, hi. I'm Emma.
All right.
It's a bit late.
The
video.
Sorry.
So we are from the same university in Serbia, and
Uh,
that's it.
So do either of you try
we're
to rush?
starting to terraform a bit. It is going slower than we're hoping.
I can speed it up.
I didn't hear you.
Okay,
Oh,
so at this
there
part,
it goes.
at this point, all the smart things our bot does is over, so it's just trying to build the wall that it's already made, and it looked like we didn't get good enough
And
economy
there
to have
goes
a
the
drone wall.
crunch.
The crunch. Yes, they brought in a bunch of landscapers. All right, so Prasici takes game 1. The screen's also down here if you want.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, so this one's a little bit more rush friendly. Do either of you try to rush?
No.
No?
Our bot suffers a lot on maps that lack soup because we depend on miners finding soup for our econ mostly, so we're
our
probably
trick
going to
is
lose this one as
working.
well.
Oh, Steam Locomotive seems to be building wall on the wrong place, almost as if someone sabotaged their communications.
Wait, seriously?
Oh, wow. Oh, well, tell us about that.
Yeah, we added it. in
We
the
just
last
saw
few
their
hours.
initial message
last
from the
hour.
qualifications, and we replayed it on the first round of this match.
Is this targeted specifically against Steam Locomotive, or do you do this to
Oh,
every
no,
team?
no. There are 15 messages for each of the 15 teams.
Nice. Okay, so let's see if that happens again. So for those of you in the audience who haven't been playing Battlecode, in the blockchain, you can't tell which team the message is from. So teams usually have a secret code that says which message it's from, and then anything with that secret code is like they trust because it's from their team. But if you figure out another team's secret code, you can send fake messages like about where the HQ is and get them to build in the wrong place.
So here we got harassed by enemy drones, so couldn't do much. And let's just see who floods first. It will be us, of course.
We're so stuck here.
Our drones they bring miners to soup that seems inaccessible to the miners, so that's why we're doing really well on this map, because the miners are able to get to all the soup, so you notice we're spread pretty far out. And then we start crunching at around 1,000, so that's why there's no more landscapers on their wall.
Oh.
And our wall is fortunately in the right spot this time.
That's a lot of drones, yeah. All right, Steam Locomotive takes game 3. All right, let's see if the sabotage
Okay,
happens.
as soon as we build a drone, all the cows are gonna die.
Yay, the trick worked.
Oh,
it
are they
worked
trying
again?
to
the
build
trick
the
worked.
Oh,
wall
wow.
off map?
All the landscapers are in the wrong place.
This is not gonna go on for much longer.
All right, Prasiji takes subversion. Good work. Thank you.
Okay. Please introduce yourselves.
Hello, everyone. We are Smite. My name is Vinjay. This is Mihir. We are from Stanford.
Hello, lads. We are Jenkins Mafia, coming out of Nashville, New Hampshire. I'm Jamie. We have Matt, Rebecca, and Cam next to me.
Thank you.
All right.
So straight up, we're a simple bot. If you see, we go and try and turtle. Go 2 drones, 1 miner. No, 2 miners, 1 drone, 2 miners, 1 drone, and then turtle.
All right, so we're attempting to do some terraforming, but if the map terrain is quite hostile to that in this scenario. But we're trying to get a semblance of a wall up in the meantime. Let's see if that works. Depends on our economy, basically.
Looks like you have 4 evaporators.
Okay, yeah. So we just crunched.
Got crunched.
Oh, the crunch happened.
And we have a full wall up, luckily. So hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, that
Should be
wall's
able to
not getting any
outlast.
taller. So your drone wall is incomplete, but these drones are still not becoming part of it. Is that like on purpose?
This is a good question.
All right. Smite takes game one.
Unfortunately, we we fail to run away from drones, mostly because we just don't have the code in there for that. So any drone harassment, we're screwed.
Yeah, but there's very little water in this map until now. So we were having some difficulty actually killing your units with our drones because they were just running around and holding your landscapers. It looks like we're doing a slightly better job getting our lattice up in this game.
Yeah,
But
so the wall over here is a lot taller. Is there a reason for that?
we just couldn't path from the top half to the bottom half.
Okay, so the crunch happened again. Oh, and
Smite
they
again.
crunched and buried the HQ. Very nice. All right, so Smite takes the first 2 games. All right.
It's probably my least favorite map because our miners don't bug path. They just fuzzy nav with restrictions. So when they see the soup, they'll try and go to it, and they can't get there.
This soup throws them off.
Yeah, so unfortunately we're building a giant wall outside of our HQ. We really should fill in that water behind us, but we did crunch, I think.
Yeah, the crunch is probably enough, I think. Oh, no, their wall was taller. All right, Jenkins Mafia. All right, going to game 4. Lots of cows. Oh, my goodness. Okay.
Okay, so this is a wide open map, so hopefully this will work better for our turtle. Yeah, there we go.
So it looks like you have a fixed size terraform now. Is
Yes.
that, how did you choose that size?
It was small enough that we could fill it up and not too small that we couldn't path within it, at least most of the time. So that's sort of how we decided on this.
Cool.
Yep.
GG.
Very nice. All right.
Good game.
Smite wins that one. All right, next up, the Levy Builders versus NPEZ.
I think both of these teams are remote.
Oh, are both of these teams remote?
I think so.
Yes. Oh, both are remote, but both are on a video call together.
That's a good question.
All right. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
All right, I'll go first, I guess. I'm Angus, I'm from NPEZ, and I'm from Australia.
Are the Levy Builders there?
Anyone else talking?
Yes, hello.
All right. Well, introduce yourselves when you come online, I guess. Okay. So NPEZ looks like you're trying to rush, or you're just looking for soup? Just looking for soup.
What are you doing?
All right.
Hey, the video did something interesting. All right, let's see what happens.
The Levy Builders, would you like to introduce yourselves?
I'm Tanner from the Levy Builders. Looks like the one my bonus territory.
All right. It looks like NPEZ, you, oh, never mind. I was going to say you have a fixed size terraform, but you're just building evaporators. So do you aim for the enemy HQ? It looks like it. Yes. Yes. All right. Well, both teams have a lot of drones. Oh, but NPEZ has this drone wall impenetrable without net guns on the ground. Oh, but the other wall is high. Oh, they both have drone walls, and it looks like the Levy Builders have a higher levy. So yeah, all right, the Levy Builders take game 1, and on to game 2. So I don't think either of these teams rush, right?
It doesn't seem like that. No.
They're both doing the drone harassment, but they both have some defensive net guns. It looks like the Levy Builders got hit a little harder, though. Oh, the crunch just happened, too. Oh, wow, that's a lot of stuff. All right, so NPEZ takes that one. So they're 1-1 now. Let's see, this has a lot of resources on it.
It seems like Levy Builders is stuck, or kind of.
It looks like they were trying to get into position for a bigger wall, but it didn't work, so they just have the regular one. Meanwhile, NPEZ has a lower wall, but more people working on it. Oh, the crunch. The crunch didn't work. This one looks like it's going to be close. NPEZ's wall is lower, but has more people. Oh, all right. The levy builders up 2-1. All right. Let's see. Probably slow this down some. Oh, lots of cows on this map. Okay, so both teams terraforming, plenty of space. Oh, it looks like the levy builders have a huge advantage because they found this soup down here. There's a ton of soup. This is like 1,400 soup or 1,500 soup or something. So yeah, the levy builders, big econ head start. Although they both have a bunch of evaporators, so who knows? I wonder what will happen when these lattices intersect. Will we find out? Maybe. I guess not. All right, well, both teams have an obnoxious number of drones. There are 350 drones on the map and counting. Make that 450, 500 drones. And I have no idea what's going to happen when they crunch each other, but it looks like both have impenetrable drone walls. So this nice, like, what is this, how many landscapers? 20 landscaper formation is gonna win. So, all right. The levy builders.
Congrats.
Congratulations, you're continuing in the winner's bracket. All right. And so this is back to the loser's bracket. Oh, yes. Does mine have the bracket? Oh, okay, cool. Also, you should find the setting that makes this screen not turn off.
On? Hello?
Hello? Oh, yeah.
Yep, okay.
All right.
Do you guys
Horse
harass?
versus Blue Dragon.
Let's go a little closer now that everyone's
Somewhat, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So what's gonna happen?
We try our hardest.
Yeah.
We
okay,
send like
so
one.
I mean, we
unit,
send like
I
two,
might
we
be
send like
okay.
two drones. One, but it's pretty late. We send two, I think, but it's pretty late.
Two
Maybe
drones
two. It
to
depends on
harass?
whether we have the resources or not.
Yeah.
It's like kind of hard to tell red and blue apart.
One of the top
Pretty dark.
Looks like you're on the bottom right currently.
It's like I'm not
do it now.
totally dead this time.
Yeah, but and it looks like you're going to attack
Oh,
us.
all right. So horse pace looks like dropped some landscapers on the enemy wall. Took game one. Can you do the thing? Do you know what number?
Yeah, if you only send one unit, might be fine.
Resources. Sometimes we send two.
Yeah, my lattice takes a really long time to get going too. So.
Yeah, I was just two. I'm on.
Amazing. Okay. Wait, this is the one we just saw, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Next. So this map is a little more rush friendly.
This is very rush friendly. Interesting.
rushing?
Neither one rushes. All right. Very friendly. Okay.
Well then.
Yeah, this is a good use of the last day. I
Chemical
like it.
symbol for Saturn or something.
But we just.
Oh, and it worked.
What happened?
Wait.
Did I?
Oh, wait, that's the wrong. Yeah, never mind.
You
Huh?
got a landscaper on our wall. And
Horse
buried
pace
us.
takes the
Wait.
second game.
Well,
No,
can
I'm
we just
blue,
Step
I'm
back
blue.
a second. Which HQ? Oh, this
I don't get
one
it.
landscaper
there's one
buried the
blue.
entire HQ.
Am I colorblind? I can't see that.
What? These landscapers should have been unburying it.
Okay.
Do you guys not unbury?
It should be.
Maybe they were too busy drawing indicator dots.
We have not done that.
All right. So horse pace takes the first two games, right? All right. So both terraforming, great. Oh, the offensive net guns, very rude, but they got buried. Oh, okay, so
That's not going well for us.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, it looks like you guys don't unbury your HQ.
Yeah, it looks like maybe that's not working.
That's a shame.
I forgot to do that in
At
spray.
least you got a
So.
blue dragon up here.
So that
Okay.
means that Blue Dragon
Oh yeah,
loses in the losers
congratulations,
round.
Blue Dragon, on your
We'll have
13th through
awards.
16th finish. Please pose for a picture. We have a certificate for you. Cool.
I think we can continue.
All right, next up, Kryptonite versus Citric Sky. Okay, so Kryptonite, famed for their rush. Citrix Sky also rushes, slightly less famous because they also terraform.
We terraform the
Oh, I
lattice.
thought I saw you rush last game.
No, no.
All right, never mind.
Let's slow this down.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so Kryptonite ran away. Never mind. Wait, so when does your miner give up on rushing?
So if we see that there's either 3 landscapers, we'll abort the rush, or if the round is already past 250 and we haven't built any buildings yet, we'll also abort the rush. And then we'll just go for the full turtle.
Gotcha. And so do you want to tell everyone about how you save up soup so that your rush is like super devastating?
So in the beginning, we just hardcode the first miner that's built is our rush miner, and then I think we'll build up to 3 more, so in total 4 miners, and then besides that, we won't do anything except for possibly a fulfillment center plus a drone.
Oh, okay. We crushed.
All right, so they crunched. Nice.
Citrix Sky crunched effectively. This one's very rushed.
So hopefully we can see some rushing here.
All right,
These next 2 maps are very
Round 50.
So we went straight at them, and
that looks like it's going to be decisive unless there's a defensive drone. Oh, yeah, there it is. All right, very nice.
Good game.
Yeah. When we see enemies, we try to just get as many landscapers next to our
Round
HQ.
40. This is a pretty early rush. Oh, and you have four of the 8 possible spots. Very nice. Does the miner stand next to the HQ to get in the way of defenders on purpose?
yeah, so there's 2 cases. If we see drones, we'll build a net gun, and then we'll prioritize defending net gun. And then if there's no drones, then we just stand next to the HQ.
Gotcha. Nice.
That's a very dangerous corner.
All right, another rush, but round 100. Offensive net gun. That's cheeky.
You're 3 against 3.
Well, these ones at least will defend the design school and the net gun. Oh yeah, these drones are trying to attack those landscapers, but keep getting shot. Oh, and there's 40 dirt on the HQ. So it's close.
Yeah, we're fine if landscapers want to put dirt on our HQ up until 40. Just because before that point, we'll try to destroy any design schools or net guns.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right, well, the rush is effective even though it didn't bury the HQ. Or did it? No, it didn't. It flooded. All right, very nice. Well, Kryptonite continues. Citrix Sky, congratulations on 13th through 16th place. So next up, we'll have Anomalous Pandas versus Steam Locomotive. Also, if anyone else has like pretty pictures that they made with indicator strings or something, indicator lines, please tell me. I'd love to see them. Oh, yes. All right, let's get started. So Anomalous Pandas going to rush.
We built a design school in a pretty bad spot, and our fulfillment center in a pretty bad spot.
I don't think our rush works,
yes.
so that's not
Defensive
good.
drone was good.
Yeah. Even if we don't have a full 8 landscapers, they start evening out the wall before the water can start coming in, which just saved us right now. And our miner is getting very confused, so unfortunately our econ is dead, so we're not getting any more drones.
Our wall is not full. We just have a corner that's sort of...
Where are those drones going? Oh, that's where they're going. Oh, that's where they're going.
So in theory, we should fill that corner in. I'm not sure if that will actually happen. Looks like it is, which is good.
Yeah. Our drones are a little late to the party for our defensive strategy. And I think they're going to have the higher wall in this.
Yeah. All right, Anomalous Pandas takes game 1.
A rush map. We might win this one.
Oh, that was...
Oh!
Well, all right, Anomalous Pandas takes game 2. I'll turn it down for the next
Now we get to see it happen again.
We check X symmetry first, though, so we're going to take a while to get there.
All right.
Especially because of cows.
Oh, yeah, the cows slow everything down. Nice. All right, but still, round 70 is pretty early.
Our miners built too many refineries, so we're not going to have the stuff needed to actually combat the rush.
That's a shame. All right, Anomalous Pandas Congratulations. They won the first 3, right?
No, first 2.
Oh, right, because the wall. Yes.
So 2-1.
All right. No, they won the first 3.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
they won the first 3.
Okay.
All right. Congrats, Anomalous Pandas. And congratulations, Team Locomotive, on 13 through 16. So next up, we have Jenkins Mafia versus NPEZ, who is again video calling in.
Hello.
Hello. All right, so let's see. Is either team going to rush? No.
Solid no. Instead of trying to rush, we try to defend against rushes with defensive drones. They only seem to work about half the time. Sometimes they'll just stand next to the enemy landscaper and just watch it for a little bit.
Looks like we only got two landscapers, and that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, that evaporator is going to flood pretty soon. Oh, maybe not. No, it will. What are these miners doing? Oh, never mind. They got them lost.
Oh, looks like maybe NPEC hardcodes their landscapers? Yo.
I think NPEZ comes in and builds the rest when they need to. Oh yeah, they also have the drones that helped put the landscapers on the wall.
Yeah, I got a little excited there.
Yeah, okay. The design school on the enemy wall is audacious. Okay, NPEZ takes game 1. Despite a golden opportunity, neither team rushes. Looks like NPEZ found a really great place to build a lot of evaporators. These are going to last a long time at elevation 10.
Yeah, so then we'll probably get crunched.
Yeah, that's a lot of drones. All right. Yeah, that's a lot of drones. Yeah, okay. All right, NPEZ takes the first 2. All right. Oh, yep. Neither team is they're just gonna mind their own business, it looks like.
Sorry for a boring game, but.
And Jenkins Mafia, did you guys consider making the larger turtle, or do you just think the 4 is fine?
We definitely considered it about 6 hours, or not even 6 hours before the submission deadline.
Well, it looks like NPEZ has too many drones again. All right, NPEZ, congrats. And congratulations, Jenkins Mafia, on 13 through 16. All right, so next up we are moving to the quarterfinals. So there are 8 teams in the winner's bracket and 4 teams in the loser's bracket. So next up we have the high ground versus Bowl of Chowder. Where did Bowl of Chowder go? Bowl of Chowder? Oh, sorry. Okay, great. Let's see how it goes.
Just skip some games. No, what? No, you're game.
All right, oh, sorry, there was a rush.
Okay, so we try to build a wall and put a bunch of buildings inside it. And then we start to lattice out after we build the wall. You can see we're building defensive net guns to try to hold off his drone harass, but he's building up a pretty big turtle despite our drone harass, so that might not be good for us.
If I'm able to play some defensive net guns and survive past round 1600, I might do okay.
Yeah, so we're gonna try to crunch around 1500, and he has a really big setup, so it probably won't go very well.
All those net guns are gone now.
Yeah, our lattice floods at 8, and so after that we just kind of hide for a bit.
Yeah, we in the last 2 hours we wanted to run back and build a wall, but it doesn't. As you can see, it's not effective enough since he was building wall for a lot longer.
In the event that I didn't bake a wall, I probably would have lost because my drones can't handle giant drone walls, only thin ones.
So this map, we hopefully will do a little better because we try to build to the enemy, and last map, there was a lot of walls in our way, so we couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, so you can see that our drones are doing a pretty good job harassing. I think one of the reasons that our drones are pretty effective is they can get to the enemy fast because we send them out immediately because we don't try to hold it back because we decided to stop caring about rushes. And they run to the center of the map to determine the symmetry first, then run to the enemy HQ.
So this is probably a rip. Yeah.
Yeah, so without their net guns, we're able to crunch and throw our landscapers next to their HQ.
I think they just
Couldn't get the resources up fast enough.
Yeah, we harassed them enough that they couldn't quite get their wall up. This map is very tricky, so I think we're might not get our wall up. That one landscaper is trying to get it up, and we're also harassing them.
I think my bot got harassed too much. We got one vaporator down, which is probably not enough to do anything.
So you can see we try to build a lot of vaporators. We don't want to build too many net guns because they cost a lot, so we try to keep at least as many vaporators as net guns, except in the very beginning to get our wall up.
All right, so the high ground has two games to 1 so far. And it looks like, so Bowl of Chowder, when do you decide to go back and like work on the turtle versus terraform?
It depends on how many landscapers are nearby, and also if it's past round 1400, so one of the two conditions, and then we start turtling. So usually, like if we lose our eco, we would never build a turtle until 1400 when we make a broken wall.
So we got our wall up and we're harassing okay, but he still has a good amount of vaporators, so we need to make sure we keep our harass up enough. I'm also not sure if we're able to terraform to them because this map is really tricky to terraform on.
I have 2 little landscapers, so I'm not sure if I'm actually gonna make a wall at all.
Yeah, it looks like our crunch was good and our harass.
All
Good
right,
game.
congrats to high ground. Not yet. We're still in the winners bracket. Yeah. All right, so yeah, Bowl of Chowder goes down to losers bracket. And next up we have Bagger 288 versus Battlecode. All right. So it looks like Bagger and Battlecode both rushing each other.
Nice. But we are late to the game.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. We try to defend rush first before rushing, so that happens.
Yeah, and we try to rush before defending rush.
All right, so Battlecode takes game 1.
Let's see whose pathfinding's better.
Ooh, it looks like Battlecode, do you
Nice.
go to the enemy, to the corner first instead of the middle?
Oh, still.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, but they still got there first. All right, well, Battlecode takes game 2.
Also, your computer, I think, went into nightlight mode.
Oh, can you turn
Or
that
the bracket.
Oh, this computer. Yes. All right, I'll fix it during the next game. All right, so Battlecode is up 2 games to 0. Let's see. Is this map? Does this one have a path all the way there? It does not. So the rush is not possible without drones on this map. But that miner is trying really hard.
Yeah, we try to rush and bug nav and then just get sad. And then around like turn 250, we give up and get soup.
And Bagger, what is your backup after rushing?
Backup is a solid turtle. Like, we try to turtle really well, which seems to work, I think. Our units might start doing a lattice now, since that code is still in. Yeah, it doesn't look good for us. We'll drown.
And so Battlecode, when will you crunch with those drones, if ever?
Never.
Cool.
But it seems like...
Oh, all right. Yeah, Battlecode had a slightly higher wall. Yeah, elevation 1844. Very nice. All right, Bagger 38. See you in the losers bracket.
Good game. Good game.
All right, next up. Wait, yeah, we're still in the winners bracket. All right, so next up we have Java Best Waifu versus Persici. All right. So it looks like Prasici is rushing, maybe? Or are they looking for soup?
We're really scared about those messages that Prashiki sent. Like, I don't know, what have you figured out about our bot and their messaging?
Absolutely nothing. We just took your message and played it.
Oh, like literally one message and send it?
Yes.
Oh, I see.
Do you have any defenses
We
against
can't
replay
hear
attacks?
anything.
We encode the round in the message, so if you don't send it at the correct round, it probably gets ignored.
You didn't see what's going on.
Oh, good for you.
But I don't know if we were able to actually... oh, I see.
It's still going there,
So
just a lot. Oh, okay, there you go.
After round 1400, we started building a wall as well, apparently. That's the new meta.
The new meta.
Yeah.
So wait, what kind of wall do you build around 1400?
We just put our landscapers with our drones in the inner wall and leave a little bit of space between them. And then we still continue sending drones and doing another attack
We're
at
going
around
to drown.
2200.
Ooh. Looks like Prasici is surrounded here. Yeah?
Okay.
All right. Java takes game 2 as well.
I don't really like these maps in which we cannot terraform all the way to their base. But I think devs were fair and put a lot of...
I mean, there are paths for sure. It's just some of them are hard to terraform on, yeah. It looks like, Prasici, are you sending drones over here to harass as well? It seems to be working.
Yes, but they are a bit better at that than us.
We're like, since we detected we were in the wall only because of the height, apparently we're building like anywhere in the map and we don't care at all. Oh, and that's
yeah.
it.
All right, the crunch. All right, Java, congratulations. All right, next up we have Smite versus the Levy Builders. All right, and are the Levy Builders here? All right, well, when they get here, they can commentate. Okay, so is either team gonna rush? No.
All right, so we're pretty occupied with this soup, I guess. There seems to be a very large deposit right near the HQ.
It's 3,000.
Ooh,
which is a lot.
Yes.
So do you build evaporators based on the amount of soup nearby, or just like whenever you have enough?
Yeah, based on thresholds, whenever you have enough.
Yeah, so basically we're just gonna try to build like a really dense lattice right there that's a defensive structure. And our goal is really just to get enough evaporators out that we can sustain it. So that's like the basic lattice you're trying to see there. It's just gonna thicken. And then we'll eventually, hopefully, put guys on the wall. And we're just gonna try to get that outer lattice as high as possible. So the goal is really to defend against the more aggressive lattice teams, which are gonna try, latticing towards you. The idea is you want a nice big defensive structure with lots of net guns. So one of the things you'll notice is our buildings have 5 dirt on them. So like that vaporator is gonna flood, and when it floods, it's gonna drop its dirt and fill this tile back up, and then we're gonna build a new building on top.
Oh, that's brilliant. Oh, that's so cool. So yeah, so when this floods, it'll like unflood because of the dirt dropped by the evaporator.
So I think we're now attempting to crunch, but they have a 24 drone wall up, it seems, so we're not going to be able to penetrate that.
Yeah. Yeah, they have
At this point, we're just gonna hope that because we have this cookie, we can build a lot more landscapers and get a slightly higher wall. The trade-off is we start building our wall slightly later. So, yeah.
Definitely gonna be close. All right, Smite takes game 1.
Yeah, so our biggest issue is really just trying to get enough soup in the beginning to get that lattice up. We, unfortunately kind of broke something on the last day, which turns out when we backtested was far worse than what we originally had. You see right there, that's like a little unfortunate. Yeah, so it's a little sad. I think we'll lose this one.
And what happened there? Did the landscapers just get stuck in this little pocket and not be able to path or something?
We don't dig down dirt when we're making our lattice. So if we have a lot of really high elevation, like that's pink dirt, right? So it's really, really tall. Around our HQ, we just have some difficulty getting that waffle cookie up.
Any thoughts from the levy builders?
So it looks like we got some decent drone harassment done this game, but we really need to get more landscapers on that inner wall.
Yeah, and so do you just bring landscapers there with drones?
In theory, but that's one of the things we might have broken. It's kind of an important one. But yeah, it looks like somehow levy builders managed to get more landscapers on their wall. But
You got some more.
Oh, we got some guys on.
Nice.
Okay.
All right.
Nice.
So Smite's up 2-1.
So right when our defensive lattice is about to flood, we pick up our landscapers that are on it. We also form a little wall around our own base at the same time. So sometimes there's emergent behavior where we pick them up and then put them back on the wall if we're missing people on the wall. So that helps out.
Yeah. And so what happened with these landscapers? Are they like trying to form the cookie, but
I think they are forming the cookie. The issue is that the southwest side is, or just like the water is everywhere anyway. So.
The other issue too is we bug path with a slight bit of wall falling. So especially on the ends of the map, you'll see like really asymmetric behavior where just because we choose one direction of wall follow, it like kind of messes up. So you'll see like everything's clustering to the north. We decided to keep it as a feature because we're hoping that the team is, the attacking lattices on that side and maybe it helps. But that's what we tell ourselves,
Well, congratulations. You will continue in the winner's bracket. And we're doing this too, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So next up, back down to the loser's bracket. The stakes are higher. So we have Bowl of Chowder versus NP Easy.
Like, we're getting our miners, we're getting our vaporators, which seems like a good start. And I don't think NP Easy harasses us, so that's also good.
Looks like they're a little bit lost right here.
I think my miners had some decent exploring code, because like what my miners do is they choose like a random patch they haven't seen before, out of 5 like center points in the map, like the top right, top left, bottom, center. And then if my landscapers somehow, okay, my landscapers closed it, that's good.
Wait, but you said so the way that they explore is they just like pick a
Like
quadrant of the map.
I split up the map to like 5 quadrants, the center, top left, top right, bottom left. And it works relatively well.
Yeah.
And then, oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, it looks like you have a refinery all the way up here, so.
Yeah. And then we build our miners and like units generally based on how many vaporators we have. Although there might be a bug, I don't know if I'm counting the number of vaporators or the number of net guns.
Wait, and what's based off of that number?
The like how many miners we build and how many like landscapers.
I see. Oh wow, that was a crunch of like over 100 drones, and they all just died in those net guns.
Rip. So I did try to do my island tactic again, but my net gun is too far away, unfortunately.
I mean, I think it worked though. The defensive structure was enough to hold them off, and then you're gonna have a taller wall.
Yeah.
Nice. All right, Bowl of Chowder takes game 1.
I also want to ask, are these team names in the map? Oh.
Oh yes.
I can see Jenkins Mafia and Citric Sky.
Yep. Yeah. Pixelated versions of team names, but team names.
So my tactic is also generally like, instead of latticing up to like a high height of like 10 dirt, I always go for 5 first. So I get a small platform enough just so I can go around and get all the things I want. And then I start building up and roasting the cookie.
This is a lot of stuff.
Why do you need miners?
Yeah, why do you need 50 miners?
Oh, I don't know. There's probably a bug. No, actually, no, sorry, it's not a bug. It's a feature. It's so I can crunch better. So maybe this will work. Probably not.
Oh, you have the islands. Nice. Oh, and now there's a hole, but it wasn't. Maybe it's not enough.
Okay, so the defender was higher wall.
Oh, it worked. I mean, I don't know if it worked, but you won.
Wait. I think my landscapers died.
Yeah.
I think our wall heights are really close because like my landscapers died to the flood just now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you just had a higher wall.
And then dropped 25 dirt.
All right, Bowl of Chowder takes the first 2. That was cool. I saw the landscaper islands that time. That was great.
It rarely works. Like, it's cool when it works because I have a lot of coordination with about like 10 messages sent per round for redundancy, but like, it's very rare.
Oh, it looks like NPEZ is able to get a similarly sized econ going this time.
I think
Both have-
my drone harassment's been working because they have a hole in their wall now. Although I
yeah.
also have a hole, which is not good.
You're right. They're building
Oh,
some
they
net
got it.
guns, but not enough, I guess.
So if I can place a net gun on one of those walls, that'd be great. Oh, I'm building an island now.
Oh
but
yeah, the natural
my net guns
walls.
aren't going. That's unfortunate.
Okay. Well, there's a miner right here. Maybe that'll no. I can't tell.
That's unfortunate.
Didn't work. All of these are miners. Oh, but your wall was higher again. All right. Congrats, Bowl of Chowder, and congratulations, NPEZ, on 9th through 12th. All right, so next up we have Bagger 288 versus Anomalous Pandas.
Thank you.
All right, so I'm going to slow this down because your games are short.
That's not good.
I mean, your past games are short. I don't know what's happening here.
Hopefully it's us winning through rush and not them winning through rush.
Oh, I just slowed it too much. All right. Oh, they went together.
It looks like we got there.
Oh, it's getting buried slowly.
Very slowly.
Oh, quickly. And that's it. All right, Anomalous Pandas rushes better on the first map. Wait, so what happened with your miner there when he was going the right way and then he went back with the enemy miner?
Yeah, I assume he like saw a wall in him, so he tried following the wall, which
So
was
he
a
tried to
miner.
path around him. Nice.
I'd file it on a bug.
You know, we had a lecture on this in the second week. All right, so they're rushing again.
That's
Oh, wait, no, that's
our
well, this miner just isn't doing anything. And this miner built Evaporator over here, so that's
Yeah.
I don't
Wait, one of ours?
just does that.
I like them. Doing econ wherever they can.
Looks like our turtle is actually doing what it's supposed to do, which didn't happen previously.
This is a very nice shape. I mean, this design school is a little bit in the way, but it's a good shape.
We didn't build a fulfillment center, so we didn't get any drones, which means we aren't going to rush them. But hopefully our turtle is strong enough.
Also, we are not rushing, so I don't think we win.
That's probably good for us, though.
Oh, we're not going to crunch, I mean.
Bagger, will you use your drones to crunch? No? Okay, cool.
We keep them in the drone wall. If you have access drones, we rush.
It's probably safer.
Not really, in this case.
All right, Anomalous Pandas takes game 2 as well. All right, rushing again. What a surprise. Looks like Bagger's pathing is better this time.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, nice. Wait, where are we?
Wait,
oh, there.
Oh, yeah, there
Oh,
we
you
go.
got stuck in the cows.
Oh.
Wait, where is it now?
All right, the miner
is it
got
doing?
there, but okay.
Cool, now it's gone. Also, we do a bit of drone harassment. We'll see if that works. Should work.
We do very bad against drone harassment, so that probably will be very
Also, we're starting random letters in the middle of the map.
Well, it looks like something worked partially because your drones are catching a lot of units, but they got their wall up, unfortunately.
Yeah, we'll see.
Looks
I
like
mean,
their wall is
if
better
we,
now.
if we start a lattice, we also do the drone attack, so we'll see.
What's going on here? Why are they terraforming just right here and not like near the HQ?
Because for every 10 vaporators, we build one design school, which then randomly starts a lattice.
Very nice.
Because we have the code for terraforming, but we never used it because it sucked. It might just save us.
Well, the lattices will intersect, I assume, right? Like properly?
Come again?
The lattices will intersect nicely if they meet here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So we didn't build enough landscapers because we actually hard code the number of landscapers we make for our turtle, and since they killed some of them, that means we didn't get a full wall up. So we'll probably lose this one.
It looks like you have a cow over here too.
Yeah, our drones just sort of pick up cows and they try to drop them near the enemy base, but if it's flooded, they sort of just sit there out of the HQ's net gun range.
Just crunch them, I think,
Yeah.
without landscapers, still.
I mean, that'll be enough, it looks like. Unless this cow does something really unexpected.
I wish.
All right, Bagger 288 takes game 3.
Oh, we both check X first.
It looks like these miners are just going for the soup. They're not even trying to rush.
We did send a miner, but it went to the wrong site.
Here it is.
Oh, yes.
Oh, they're both there. Oh, but this one.
Ah, that's not good.
Well, it's not bad yet.
Looks like we're defending, but I'm not sure if it'll probably hurt our turtle later on. Maybe our miner at the bottom will actually do something that's next to their HQ.
The defensive drones saved you. Very nice. And there's an enemy, never mind.
Oh, and it just died.
Like hard-coded the round where we start building landscapers defensively.
Oh,
like
okay.
if we have enough soup, we'll start building them earlier, but if we don't, we just like start at like 295, I think.
295 is when you give up on the rush?
No, where we start building a turtle.
Oh, and the turtle. Very nice.
We'll see if that's enough.
Looks like our
Seems like
turtle
they
is
have a
doing
drone
bit
down
better.
there, which annoys us.
Oh yeah, this one over here with the cows.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna bring it to your HQ. Look at that.
Also, we should start a lattice again. Cool.
Yeah, a bit of a lattice, some evaporators here.
Yeah, I mean, we're trying to scale with evaporators sometimes.
Well, it looks like you're gonna have enough for a crunch again.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
We're in danger.
Ooh. Oh. Are they
Our
are they
drones
doing it on
should kill
purpose?
them. But I think we're gonna get crunched.
Oh, yep, there's the crunch.
Yeah.
All right.
Good thing we left that code in.
All right, Bagger 288 wins game 4, so they're 2-2. And this is the losers bracket, so whoever loses this next game is out for an entire year.
I'm in danger.
Isn't rot.
Let's see whose pathing is better.
Ooh.
Oh, Bagger.
Nice.
We should defend this in theory.
It still should screw up enough.
Yes.
Honestly. Like, if that happens, your turtle is gone. That's at least for us.
Yeah, it looks like you won't bury the HQ, but it'll be enough to interfere with the turtle.
We're not building any drones, even though we have a fulfillment center like right there.
Also, if we see a fulfillment center, we try to place a net gun next to it, just as a nice present.
It looks like your drones have very effectively drowned almost all of the units that aren't next to the HQ also. Oh, and you're drowning all the cows.
Yeah, we're doing that.
All right, Bagger 288, congratulations. You stay in.
Congrats. That was
Oh, whoops. What's the back one? That doesn't matter.
Hey.
Good game.
And congrats, Anomalous Pandas, on 9th through 12th. All right, so next up we have Persici versus Kryptonite. Same stakes. If you win this, you stay in. If you lose, then you're out until next year. So let's get started. All right, so Kryptonite rushing unexpectedly. And gets there by round 80. 2 offensive net guns. That is something else. Okay. It looks like the rush has sort of failed.
Well, this is pretty much where we want to be in a rush.
We have held them off long enough, and it seems they are going to drown.
So our landscapers, they'll defend themselves and they'll protect the net gun. And the point of it is just to disrupt the turtle wall.
Oh, I see.
So as long as if our turtle decides to get up, then we should have this. But
and it looks like you're trying to drown this
So much
landscaper
for
too.
drowning them.
oh yeah, that's concerning.
Yeah, it looks like these landscapers are trying to drown each other.
This is not good.
Now I'm a little concerned.
Well, that's going to be a problem as soon as this tile floods. Oh, now you're on the wall. Okay.
So, so our landscapers have an interesting feature where we help build their wall as well. So,
Thank you very much. Landscapers, they have to just speed it up.
they would rather survive themselves than let us win the game. Yeah.
Oh, wait, but it worked.
How did that happen?
How did that happen? That was possibly self-sabotage? Oh, the wall was just too low because it got started too late, I think.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
All right. Kryptonite takes game 1. Oh, wow, that was too fast. Okay. Looks like Kryptonite is rushing. Wow.
I think, yeah.
And that's it. All right. Kryptonite takes game 2.
Yeah, so for the comms disruption, we were scared someone would do that, so like 15 minutes before, we just changed our hashes. Sorry.
Well, it was worth trying.
Yes.
Wait, so do you send one malicious message per team just at the beginning?
Yes.
Nice.
All right, so our miner decided that he'll give up on pathfinding.
All right, 2 offensive net guns, wow.
Oh, so we built a second
too many offensive net.
We seem to be in the same standoff as the first game.
And with only 2 landscapers back here on your own HQ, oh, never mind, 3. And are these drones here just to like defend and help landscapers get onto the wall?
Yeah, that's their only purpose. Although I'm not sure why there are so many of them.
So the terraforming, will it help us? I'm not sure.
Oh, the terraforming definitely will protect them if they can crunch us.
Yeah, the terraforming saved you because I think this would have flooded if it hadn't been there.
Wow.
Do your landscapers aim for the enemy HQ? It looks like it. Oh, wow, you got there. There's a net gun? Wow.
But he gets killed.
It keeps, oh, wait, but the other one drowned. Wow, very close. All right, well, Kryptonite, congratulations. You're still in. Persici, congratulations on 9th through 12th. Wait, try to get them in the picture. Well, yeah, could you go over by Jerry and get them in the picture? Yeah, just go over here. Forget the banner. The team is more important. Jerry, get out of the way. All right, next up, we have the Levy Builders versus Horse Paste. They are remote.
Okay, but they do a drone harass, right?
I think most teams do.
All right, GG.
I guess we'll see. So did you just not like build any defense in?
I mean, my miners build a net gun if they can, if they see a drone, but like it's not like very coordinated. I don't know.
Gotcha. Well, it looks like you've found a bunch of the soup, at least.
Looks like they didn't send a drone this time.
Yeah. Yeah, no drones so far.
Okay, so they got the wall.
Or not.
I'm in Elias. Ooh.
Well, it looks like you've...
Yeah, it seems fine. I don't know.
Yeah, you've taken over the map. I see you're not terraforming down the high ground.
Yeah, that... Oh, wait, did I die? Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Weird.
Sorry. Oh, wow, and the HQ was almost buried, too.
41. Oh,
Dang.
yeah.
That was very close. All right, well, the levy builders take game one.
Yeah, my crunch should probably be a little bit earlier. So the water on this map is like pretty hard to find.
Oh, yeah, so, oh, you're drowning all the cows.
Yeah.
Darn.
That means if I do get like rushed, well, okay, yeah, they send drones, they don't rush you. It's different.
Meanwhile, the levy builders over here have a lot of, oh, you both have a lot of evaporators. Wow, in almost 100.
I'm gonna get clogged up probably.
That's a lot. Wow, okay.
Oh.
So it looks like,
wait,
it looks like horse base got flooded again, but you had so many drones.
Yeah, I just wait too long to use them.
Sad. All right, well, the levy builders take the first two. All right, both teams are going to terraform again. So how, do you not have a point at which you just like build up the wall around your HQ? You just hope that you've won
Yeah,
by-
I don't do that.
Yeah.
I just hope that I win by the time it floods level 10.
And do you have a coordinated crunch like round number or signal or something?
Yeah, it's just a preset round number. Also, this map is like the same as the other map, so I probably will die.
Well, there are a lot of. Oh,
Nope, there you go.
All right, the levy
All right,
builders.
GG.
Congrats, and congrats, horse pace on 9 through 12. All right, so now we have Bagger 288 versus Bowl of Chowder. All right, so it looks like Bagger 288 is rushing.
Surprise.
I do a drone defense, but
Oh yeah, we don't
Nice.
like your drone.
It
or
works.
no.
Oh, yes,
no,
we
it
got
doesn't.
drone.
The drone just
Yes,
got shot.
it's probably over.
Oh yeah, it worked for a little while.
And we built a net gun. Look at us.
Yeah, my rush defense got a little worse as I did more latticing. I got rid of all my rush defense code with landscapers, so.
Yeah, we did the
Oh,
same
this
thing.
is over.
Oh, that was a quick rush. Yeah.
That's
well,
non-fair. Oh!
Oh.
Oh, I got my drones
wow.
out.
Oh.
Very nice defense.
Okay, that's definitely by accident. Damn.
Oh wow. All right. Well, Bagger 288 has something going on down here, but
Oh yeah, that's a special dude. That's a special dude, yeah.
What does he do?
Oh, you'll fan out, maybe.
Huh?
wait, what is there? Is there?
Okay, but
what's
you guys
that?
are drone harassing me, which is
Cool,
not
right?
good.
So
Excellent strategy.
What's special about this miner?
Oh, maybe we'll see it. We like last minute coded something funky.
Oh, he's gone.
Okay.
Not
poor
this
him.
game.
So we last minute coded something funky against lattices, which worked like one time.
So
So
I
it
have-
might work.
I have very little vapor rages, which is very concerning. If I don't somehow, maybe I might
Well,
crunch.
I think you have enough for a crunch.
Yeah, you
okay.
do.
But you still have to out-survive the wall because there are no landscapers over here.
We make sure we
Oh,
crunch
never
before
mind,
we
they're
die.
coming.
Yeah, we'll lose for sure.
Oh wait, I'm not crunching.
Well, if you just re-crunch with those landscapers,
I
think
don't
that'll
know
be
why
it.
they're not crunching.
How do you decide when to crunch, Bowl of Chowder?
I
Needs to chill, have a
honestly
higher wall.
don't remember. Oh, I think it's because.
Dang.
Well,
I think it's
That was
because
really close.
that was very close.
I think of a bug where like if I see
Oh,
the
that's
landscapers
like
on an enemy wall,
12.
I don't crunch.
Wait, can you? Did your landscapers just self-destruct?
No,
To, like,
Oh.
normally it shouldn't.
No, it's because like once it dies,
They
it
get
drops
flooded.
5 dirt.
Yeah.
So it does it by itself anyway.
oh, cool.
But like the bug here is because he has 2 landscapers left. Because I didn't remove any landscapers, I don't crunch, which is a bad conditional statement.
Also, I want to point out that it was like by 12 elevation or something.
I recall on this map I've never done well.
I think we rush quite okay if there isn't a drone. We don't like drones.
All right. Well, attempted rush, but it's.
Oh, we'll keep going. We'll keep on trying.
It's persistent.
Usually I can't deal.
Oh.
I usually can't deal with miners that kite my drones. So I think again against Kryptonite, I've never won a single game against him recently because like they kite all my drones.
Okay, doesn't look good.
You guys could build a higher wall if my bug happens again, or future.
Yeah, it looks like Bowl of Chowder. You're gonna definitely have enough drones to crunch.
have enough drones, but whether or not I actually crunch.
Oh yeah, that was like a feature.
What?
Could we replay that?
Yes, yes.
Actually, hella insane.
We can definitely replay that. Let me just
Wait,
start
that's
it back
actually-
here.
It will not win the game, but
What round does
it
that
might.
happen on?
It happens if he has enough drones around us. So you see, like the lost miner, he will get picked up by a drone, and once we detect we don't have a drone wall and there's too many enemy drones, we'll make space on our wall and drop him there, and he just goes around and builds net guns. Since like we lost anyway, so let's at least try and survive.
Yeah, I built a wall pretty late, so I actually have no idea who's gonna win.
There it happens. Now he walks around and builds net guns.
Wow.
Hopefully, I build my wall high enough.
So drone rush now basically is impossible.
Yeah, I can't attack.
Yeah, that's too many net guns for sure.
I also have a random drone in my wall. That's not good.
Oh, you might win though. Yeah, you will definitely.
Oh yeah, your wall is higher though.
Yeah.
How do you? Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's definitely high. All right, so bowl of chowder.
That's it. It might
that's
save
two
us, it
games
might
to
kill
one,
us.
right?
It was a good strategy. Oh no, is this rush?
It can be a rush map if you find the enemy. Okay.
We don't like drones.
Oh, my drone got
yeah,
it.
the defensive drone has been very
Oh, rip.
effective. Yeah.
And rip.
Unlucky, man.
All right.
Wait.
Wait, yes, somebody wanted miners.
Oh yeah.
All those
You know,
miners.
we found soup over
What
there,
are you
so
doing?
we're going
Oh,
for
your
that.
miners are rushing me. Honestly, my own rush bot I coded was it constantly sends miners to rush, and I never won against it. I think one of the team does that. I don't know. Like just constantly sends miners, but.
All right. Well, Bagger does have a big wall this time.
But we don't have a miner.
Now this kind of depends on if I get enough vaporators.
That one's a miner.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
I guess who has a higher wall now?
And whenever we terminate, we just
Oh yeah, you did it.
we build a few, and too many.
That's enough. That's more than enough.
Yeah, but we can't fill
Yeah,
up
but
the
the wall is.
Also, we keep destroying more landscapers on our wall.
Oh, but you guys have a high wall. It's purple.
Yeah, but
But
not
it's-
anymore.
Oh,
we
yeah.
stopped
The
building.
red side.
right?
The red side.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, all right. Bowl of chowder. Congratulations. And congratulations, Bagger 288 on 9th through 12th.
But you can't build under them. You can't build under them. Once you put down the guns, they're down. Right? Trigger's not going up anything.
No, wait, this is 7 through 8.
Unless you cover them with dirt, and then they drop the dirt, and then you build new ones on top.
Yeah, but they're placing is 7 to 8.
Oh, sorry. Yes. 7 through 8. Yes. Yes. All right. The Levy Builders versus Kryptonite.
It's a good defense against offenses. It's just like.
All right. The Levy Builders. Do you want to tell us a bit about your strategy? Maybe start with rush defense. All right, so I'll speak for him. So generally, the way that you want to defend against rushes is you can like build it. Oh, wait, is that?
Yes, I can speak.
Oh, nice. You're good. Okay, and there's a rush happening.
So it appears that our net gun and design school on spawning decided to disintegrate or something. So that's why the rush didn't succeed.
Oh yes, and now your miner is trapped in a hole.
This issue seems to only happen against the Levy builders, so I'm not sure if they comm disrupt or something.
Where he got trapped in a hole, or where it just failed?
No, just our design schools and or all our buildings explode on turn 1.
Oh.
Really? Or at least the offensive ones did, because there were no enemy landscapers around it, and they just died instantly. So yeah.
Was that you, Levy Builders? Maybe.
It might also be a feature of just teams sending a lot of messages per turn. Not totally sure.
Yeah, well, we can slow it down in the next game and see exactly what happens.
There's also where like.
But it looks like the Levy Builders have a much higher wall, so that's.
There's something where like if your box
All right. So the Levy Builders takes game 1, but this one, we'll see how the rush goes. Okay, so.
waiting for soup.
All right, wait, so you built the building.
Okay.
Is it gonna explode? No.
I guess not.
I think they buried it last time because there were some
okay.
defensive landscapers.
All right, then that's.
We should win this time, not enough defensive landscapers. And that's it. All right, so Kryptonite takes game 2. There actually is a path on this map, but not if you go to the bottom first. Well, also if you go here, but.
Go to the closest symmetry locations first. So that's why I went down and then it went up.
Well, it looks like they had some drones, defensive drones in time. So.
Oh, and you can see we have our little mini platform there. Yeah.
So once we build a landscape on that platform, create that platform, and then once that landscaper finishes the platform, it gets moved to the wall, and then a miner is placed on the platform to build those 3 structures, and then the sequence.
That's a really nice pattern. Have you noticed on purpose? Oh, never mind. I was gonna say, did you notice that you didn't need to build that last spot?
So we check for that, although, so initially it does that fine, but then we forgot to change it later, so that right now you can see it's filling that spot up, so a little bit inefficient.
Oh yeah, and actually it looks like the levee builders realized that and like have put a gigantic hole here, negative 4,600, and that was one of the reasons they were able to build a higher wall. Wow, that was actually very close.
We don't make the hole.
All right, so the levee builders up 2 games to 1, and we've got a rush coming over here. Oh, but
a
they had
little
to
late.
build a drone, yeah.
Oh,
although
we
there's
still
a design
attempted.
school and a net gun. Wow, all right,
That should be enough.
that's the beginnings of a good rush. Unfortunately, it looks like Levee Builders has more landscapers. So they've been defending so far.
Yeah, they'll kill that guy.
Well, normally we try to just look at the number of landscapers around our neck on. Oh.
Got buried.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I wonder if the Levee Builders started building the wall. Oh no, this landscaper is using 10,000 byte codes. It must be running out of time and not building things. Interesting. Oh wait, maybe that's just because the game was over. No, they used 10,000 from time to time. That must have been why they were slower. That's interesting. Okay. So Kryptonite takes game 4, and we are going to game 5.
Yeah. Ooh, this does not look very rush friendly.
I think there is a path.
There is a way. Find the way. Oh, there we go. Exploring. Oh.
Right, so we give up on our path finding.
Oh, where is it going
he
down?
decides to still check it anyways.
So do you go to the location or just until you can see it, or?
So we can see it.
Yeah.
I guess. Not sure, honestly.
I mean, the cows also decrease vision radius, so it could be that it was the pollution was affecting it.
Now we gave up on the rush and started.
Yeah. Yep. Looks like this is going to be another turtle off.
Although we don't have many resources to build landscapers, only 2.
Yeah. So wait. So why are you saving up soup so much? Oh, never mind. All right, it looks like. All right, the Levee Builders win, and congratulations, Kryptonite, on 7th through 8th finish. And now we're doing something else. Great. All right, so next up we have a short break from the final tournament, and it's going to be the high school finals. So Kryptonite versus Confused. This is the last 2 teams left in the high school tournament, which is also double elimination. And I believe Confused came from the loser's bracket, right? Yeah, so Confused came from the loser's bracket, so Confused needs to win 2 matches to win, and Kryptonite only needs to win 1. Confused isn't here, right? No. Yeah, okay. All right. So.
It's not going to go well.
Both teams are rush teams.
Yes, both teams are rush teams. Both teams are rushing, but the Kryptonite miner looks like Yeah, it's more confused.
So the reason why we're confused right here is we build the fulfillment center and then go towards the enemy base only if it can't sense the enemy base or it's not like far enough. So that's why it started glitching.
The landscapers are getting drowned, unfortunately. So yeah, it looks like all right, Confused takes game 1. And so Kryptonite, when your rush fails, you fall back on the turtle, right? But oh, whoops! It looked like in that last game you didn't build you failed to build the turtle because it was like too constrained or something.
Probably just too much harass, so it took out all of our miners and landscapers.
And it looks like this game Confused barely won. It looks like you both go all in on the rush and don't really defend. And they just had an extra landscaper. So, all right, so Confused takes the first 2 games. I'll remember to slow it down for this one. Okay, so this one you're gonna need the drone.
I don't think Confused uses a drone rush, like with a drone and a miner.
All right, it looks like you've saved up a lot of soup, wow, to just immediately bury them upon arrival. Very nice. All right, so Kryptonite takes game 3.
This one should have a similar.
Oh yeah, this one will be similar, it looks like. Yeah.
Well, I mean, our drone and miner also looks
Oh
really
yeah,
confused.
you guys are confused too. Do you have any idea what's happening with this?
Honestly, no.
Okay.
Oh. That was at round 250. It decided to just give up, go home.
Nice. Okay, well, it looks like it's going to be a turtle off. And you guys have many more landscapers, especially with your little landscaper. Oh wait, there's no design school over here, but. Yeah, Confused, meanwhile, doesn't have a fulfillment center to build more drones, but is getting a ton of soup. But I think your wall held them off, so you're gonna probably take this one. I forget, do you crunch eventually? No, all right. You didn't need to. All right, Kryptonite takes game 4, and we are going to game 5. They're both rushing very symmetrically. Oh, but Confused got lost, and Kryptonite made it. It looks like Confused miners are either accidentally or purposefully getting in the way, but it's not enough. And Kryptonite wins. Congratulations, Kryptonite. And congratulations, Confused, for second place. Yeah, do you have that? Yeah. All right, so next up we have the top 2 teams who are MIT first-time competitors, ASDF versus first time. And so do you guys want to introduce yourselves?
I'm Isaac, I'm ASDF, student here.
I'm Kaylee, I'm a junior here, first time.
All right, so maybe tell us what's going on a bit here.
I'm gonna start off with a drone harass. This is going very slow.
I don't know what my code's gonna do. It should start off with a 4 landscaper wall and then immediately try to start making drones.
She's trying to drone harass me, but I'm using net guns.
Oh yeah, lots of net
Trying
guns.
to build evaporators.
And so it looked like you were building miners inside here and then flying them out with drones.
Yeah. So the drones actually bring the miners to known soup locations.
Oh, very cool.
I'm starting to build a larger economy and a waffle.
Yeah. My meta tends to be good with like very high soup maps in very close areas. So it's like an early drone strike strategy, but if there's not enough soup, then it can't like out turtle essentially.
All right, well, ASDF takes game 1. This is also not a super high soup map, but if they find this one, there's a lot over here.
I Found the second soup reservoir, but she hasn't, so I get a lot more money. I think my drones
Yeah,
threw
I think
all
your
of
drones
her
took out my
miners in water.
miners.
The drone harass did it. All right, so ASDF takes game 2.
I'm just going to lose on this map.
There's hope.
Yeah, it looks like
Miners are starting to get stuck because they don't know how to climb.
Yeah, I think the biggest issue here is when I lose miners, then it's just, yeah.
It seems like I'll survive this time.
Do you build
I have
defensive
to.
net guns when you see the enemy drones?
I build net guns in the beginning and then during the drone crunch, like offensive net guns, but clearly that didn't happen.
Oh, and it looks like you have no more fulfillment centers. So even though there are some miners ready, there are no drones to do anything with them.
I ended up with a higher wall this time.
Yep. All right. Well, congrats, ASDF. You are the first place MIT newbie team, and congrats first time in second place. Okay, also, before we get back to the final tournament, there are a couple of other awards that we wanted to give out. We wanted to thank Team Barcode for their Discord presence, because the way that it seemed to me was like Arvid and I were like on Discord almost all the time when we were awake, just answering questions or whatever, and yet somehow every time I come online, half the questions have already been answered by Team Barcode, and like in 5 minutes or less, right? And meanwhile, Arvid and I are like responding to people from 2 hours ago. Have you figured out that bug yet? And no, Team Barcode always got there in the first 5 minutes. So thank you very much for that. We have a special award for you. And then congratulations also to Brute Forcer, who won the sprint tournament, which there's also an award for. Wait, it's not, is this semifinals, isn't it? Oh, you're right. Okay, so this is the quarterfinals, even though it says semi, sorry. All right, so anyways, back to the final tournament. We will have the high ground versus Battlecode, and we're back in the losers bracket. So even if, or in the winners bracket, so even if you lose, you still get another chance.
And to be clear, we have 6 teams left. We have the high ground, we have Battlecode, Java Best Waifu, Smite, the Levy Builders, and Bowl of Chowder.
Yes.
So as I said, we don't do that much to defend against Rush, but sometimes our drones happen to pick up the miner on their way to killing the enemy.
Okay, so our miner
they
tries to rush.
us, and surrounded our HQ. That's probably not good, and now it's
yay.
dead.
All right, Battlecode takes game 1.
So I think we're gonna go the wrong way, rushing.
Looks like they're going
Oh,
the
no.
right way. That's probably not good for us again. We're hopefully gonna build drones which pick them up. Oh, the water is closer this time, so maybe we can like pick them up and put them in the water and right next to them, because last time the water was really far away.
Our rush fails.
Yeah, now that the rush has failed, we buried their design school and kind of reflattened the ground to erase all memories of the rush.
It's
so
kind of
now-
traumatic for our butt.
Because we don't have enough economy.
Yeah, so we're trying to like contain them. If they don't build any net guns, we should hopefully be able to crunch at around 1500, like we hard-coded.
Okay, hopefully I don't know if we'll build before then. We should get evaporator soon, but you're probably buried at this
there was
point.
a net gun, but it got buried.
Yeah, we don't do well when people terraform all the way to our HQ.
Yeah, we do well when we terraform to them.
All right.
Not when we don't.
The high ground takes game 2.
So it probably depends on their pathfinding here.
the
So
drone.
as I said, our drone, when they were on their way to attacking them, happened to defend, but they can't find the water, so they're just kind of just running back and forth.
Okay, but our wall is better this time than before.
Yeah, this map is really hard for us to reach them because there are a lot of high walls that we can't go through, but we're slowly moving towards their base.
Okay, so we have a couple net guns.
Yeah, so
and
this is
evaporator.
bad because they have net guns, and we hard-coded to,
the crunch
I think our net guns got buried.
So we killed some of them, and now we run back and build a wall, which we coded at the last minute, so there are a lot of bugs in it, but hopefully it'll be enough.
The first time.
Yeah,
Well,
we're
I don't know, this one's
slowly
pretty high.
trying to catch up our really late advantage of 1,500 rounds to catch up.
But we only have 2 landscapers on our whole wall.
But they started a lot earlier. I don't know, I think it'll be close.
All right, Battle God takes
Nice job.
game 3.
We probably should have crunched again, like after they flooded, but we didn't have time to code that in.
This is not a very good rush map when you're bug navving.
Taking the long way.
Yeah, you can see that Battlecode, though, they save a lot of soup while they're rushing. So sometimes it's actually better for them to get to us later because then they spit out a ton of stuff and we're not expecting it. Our landscaper is kind of slowly building up the wall. It was kind of hard for them to find spots to dig from on this map because there's a lot of water near the HQ. So we'll see if they can get net guns up. If they do, it's probably bad for us, as you saw last game. If not, we're probably fine, maybe.
So we're gonna build net guns, but not in the good position, like in the back, which is a little unfortunate.
It's cool that you have just this one miner, though, that gets picked up by drones and like placed on each place.
Unfortunately, if you ever snipe that miner, we're dead. Because it's that miner hard-coded in.
The net gun defended the crunch that time.
I think their net guns, were good enough to stop us, so I'm pretty sure they got it.
No, you don't have enough to re-crunch with 3 net guns. I think.
Also, one kind of funny thing is we hard-coded that our drones would self-destruct after we started building the wall if they were inside the wall to get out of the way of the landscapers, but we still build drones, so we keep building them and they self-destruct.
All right, well, congrats, Battle God, continuing in the winner's bracket. And next up, we have Java Best Waifu versus Smite.
All right. So lots of cows in this map, right in front of the HQ.
So I guess we're both sending drones to harass.
Yeah, you guys made some net guns though, so it's, I think, fending us off. We have a few as well.
But this map seems really difficult to get to the other side.
Yeah.
So you'll probably be fine, I guess.
No, it depends on whether our lattice gets up, our terraform gets up, and it doesn't look like it did. So you might still reach there by around 1500.
Oof. It's still...
I think we're going to try to form a drone wall, but I don't know if we have enough drones.
It looks like Java has a lot of evaporators, though.
Yeah, they might just steamroll us with the crunch.
Oh, there's the crunch.
There we go.
Oh, I see.
All right, Java takes game 1.
This map seems a little bit friendlier. I don't know how deep is the wall in the middle. How deep it is?
I have to go around to get there.
This water is all mostly -5, some zeros.
Oh,
yes,
that's
0
bad
and
for
-5.
us.
I think the infinite depth water on this map is in the corners.
Oh, that's good for us if we are able to finish the wall, which we're not sure because it's very buggy.
The other issue is our drones thought...
Oh, we managed to finish the first wall at least. And the HQ is not surrounded by buildings, so that's at least a good start, I think.
So we are terraforming this time. It does appear that we're getting something of a lattice up. But I think they picked off a lot of our stuff with their drones, so...
It looks like you don't have any miners left, Smite.
Yeah. We only have 3 miners in the lattice, so if those 3 die, then we just can't make anything.
Yeah, and only the HQ can produce miners, so at this point, that's not going to happen.
Well, but if they manage to complete their drone wall and we don't get there in time, then we're pretty screwed.
Well, You'll probably terraform there eventually, right? Yeah, these guys are coming. Oh, they're crunched.
That was really close because if they had finished the wall, we could have not entered there.
Yeah, you barely made it through just on the back.
Yeah,
of the
they were
wall.
like very, very tiny holes.
All right. Well, Java takes game 2.
So I have no idea how our lattice is going to do in this map. I think we might just not be able to make it because of all the high walls around us, but we'll see.
I'm scared that we cannot reach our HQ because, yeah, the map has a lot of obstacles.
Yeah. Unfortunately, because we like dig holes to make our walls, we're like trapping our own selves on the right half of our HQ. So we're not really able to build the net guns we need to protect against our crunch.
Oh, there's a side that's like unprotected.
Yeah, we only have one side protected because the map is blocking us, and we have dig sites right there. So there we go. All right.
All right. Congrats, Java. So we're back down to the losers bracket. The stakes are higher. We have the high ground versus the levee builders. All right.
So it looks like we're both, as usual, starting by building miners, collecting soup. We're finding some of the soup near the middle, which is good, and sending our drone over to harass, as always.
These miners have run away successfully, though.
Yeah, their miners are pretty good at running away, but our goal isn't necessarily to kill them, but just to force them to not be able to collect soup. They're building a bunch of net guns to defend, which again is fine with us as long as they flood eventually before our crunch.
Yeah, it looks like they spent all their soup on net guns and only have 2 landscapers.
Yeah, so that's why we hard-coded in to not build any more net guns, and we have vaporators because we don't want to build a lot of net guns and not have any economy. Oh yeah, also our miner has this parameter called really wanting to building a net gun, and it turns on whenever you switch in 85 distance squared of the opponent's HQ.
Well, it worked. All right, the high ground takes game 1.
Yeah, so same thing as always. This time there was a lot more soup near the HQ, so they were able to get up a wall a lot better and defensive net guns. Luckily, they're built on kind of low ground, or else we'd probably be screwed unless we can terraform to them. Wait, actually, it looks like we're bugging out on the bottom. Oh, we've got a landscaper in there, maybe to finish the wall. Okay, we're good.
I mean, also since the water's over here and this is pretty high, you wouldn't have flooded without anyways.
Yeah. Well, our landscapers are too dumb to notice that, and apparently me in this situation too.
Well, you also crunched while we weren't paying attention.
Wait, no, we didn't crunch.
Didn't have enough?
We hardcode at 1500.
Oh, okay.
But actually, all our stuff is kind of stuck, so we might be screwed. Yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on.
Yeah, I think after our crunch, their drones threw off our landscapers that were trying to bury their HQ. And so we've run back and attempted to defend our base by building a wall.
I think what's happening is we're trying to terraform down the map, but it takes a really long time to do it, so we're kind of stuck. But we're not trying to build our own wall now, but who knows if it'll work and get higher than theirs was.
It is. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Nice. All right, so the high ground takes game 2.
Yeah, so we're collecting the soup again. See how our drone went to the center and then went to their HQ. We also added something in at the last minute where before around 700, some of our drones go to harass our HQ, and you can see some of them go to like harass soup locations, although apparently not the one at the bottom. Again, they have a bunch of net guns, but luckily for us, they'll probably flood reasonably before our crunch. So again, we're trying to surround them. This time we can actually lattice out, so we have more space to put all our buildings and stuff.
Do the drones not tell the landscapers where the HQ is?
No, they do, but the landscapers have like a weighted thing where they want to have preference towards enemy HQ, but they also want to expand, sort of.
Makes sense.
Oh, also, like our landscapers self-destruct if they're in the way of our crunch right before we crunch.
Nice. All right, well, the crunch succeeded again. So congrats to High Ground, you continue, and congratulations, the levee builders, on 5th and 6th place. All All right, so next up we have Smite versus Bowl of Chowder.
All right, I think we have very similar strategies.
Yeah, we both do a cookie.
It's just that you make a bigger cookie.
And
Which of you did it first?
I think we did it around the same time, basically after seeding. Yeah.
I think we both had the idea that if we defend Java on high ground before like past 1600,
Right.
we're good.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Because the only thing is like theirs is more defensive. They build net guns and make a really tiny one, and they don't attack. I think.
Yeah. We do some crunches because otherwise we would lose to a pure turtle.
So my idea was that breaking drone walls is possible, just that it's very hard. Looks like I'm building too many miners again.
Yeah, but we haven't closed our, or we haven't put enough landscapers on our wall yet.
Yeah,
so we
but
have this
I couldn't
nice
get enough
thick cookie,
resources.
but, so we did do some drone harass early, I think. Seems to have paid off. I guess not.
All right, Smite takes game one.
Early drone, doing some things.
Yeah, looks like both teams have a couple drones being annoying.
So this is like a great example of when you pathfind and you choose the one direction always to go into, we'll do a lot better in the top left than the top right.
Same.
Which is a little unfortunate.
Same.
Well, you'll see all of our units will try to go to the right first, which is the wrong direction. But I think we'll be able to get most of our cookie up. So
I think I'm entering the same issue with too many miners. Right, I have a bug where like every time my drones see soup, they tell my miners where it is and tell my HQ. So my HQ thinks there's soup left that's not mine, so to build more miners.
Yeah, it looks like there were only miners over here, and unfortunately miners do not build walls, so they all just got flooded. All right, so Smite takes game two as well. Plenty of room on this map, though. There's even already a cookie shape for you in the top of the U.
I think here I'm getting heavily harassed unless I build a net gun in the edge. Yeah, harassment is demolishing my eco a little bit.
Well, you have more evaporators now.
I think it's mostly because I built a bigger circle.
They definitely have more drones, but like the evaporator count is also important.
So I think we currently have like 23 landscapers supporting our inner wall. Could we do like a slightly bigger version of the X because we can put guys in dig sites since we have a cookie around them. So hopefully we're able to get a high enough wall up.
Yeah. I'm attempting my drone wall bust, but they have a little bit too many drones to bust through.
It looks like the crunch failed partially because there were so many red drones in the way. But
the other thing is, by the time he's trying to drone bust, the water's rising so fast because of how long our cookie lasts.
All right. Well, congrats, Smite, and congratulations, Bowl of Chowder, on 5th through 6th place. Wait, certificate, picture. All right, next up, we're going to have the High Ground versus Smite. And the loser of this game gets 4th place, right?
Yes.
Yes, 4th place. And the winner continues on in the loser's bracket.
Time to pray for maps.
So Smite has an excellent cookie against us. If they can get it up in time and can resist our drone harass, we're gonna have a hard time crunching through their net guns. And we gotta hope for rush maps and good early drone harass. And that's about the end of it.
Yeah, so this map is a little bad for us because it's hard for us to get up our initial wall.
Yeah, I think. We got a landscaper there now. We might need more though. I'm not sure like how high that inside is. Oh no, the landscaper's going to let us out instead of building the wall. Okay, we got it up barely.
It looks like the drone harass was very successful.
Yeah. And it so happened that we built our design school towards the edge of the map instead of away from the edge of the map. And so a lot of our stuff got clogged towards the back by the harass. So I think this is pretty much it.
Actually, so it looks like we crunched, but they still have 3 landscapers, so
But this
yeah,
time,
it's only
not
the
sure.
bottom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
All
one
right.
spot.
The High Ground takes game 1.
Yeah, so this map, we're very far from the opponents, so if we can't harass well enough, we probably won't reach them.
We're also kind of bad at pathing on it, as you can see.
Yeah,
Where are they trying to go?
Well, the miner at the bottom. Oh, well, actually, the miner at the bottom is just running in a circle to build stuff. Oh, I think I see the problem. So our design school drowned.
Oh. All right,
Yeah,
so
there was
Smite
no
takes
soup on
game
this
2.
map. Somehow we couldn't build a single evaporator either.
Yeah,
Okay.
on this ice cream map, we're maybe a little happier because the ground is easy to move around.
However, a lot of it floods really early and kills all our miners, which is bad.
So we should be able to get a decent cookie up on this map because, oh wow, it floods really fast. We'll see. Okay, maybe we can't.
Yeah, it's lucky that your lattice started on this half and not the other half, or there'd be water in there.
Yeah, you can see that Smite found their soup at the bottom, and we didn't, probably just because we chose randomly to explore the wrong way, and that's pretty bad for us.
Yeah, we've got a hole in our wall, so that's really bad.
Oh God.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
and
yeah,
no
on the right
miners.
side, they.
Are we gonna fill it?
Yeah, that's.
We might fill it.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. The high ground.
Well,
takes
that was
game
very
3.
lucky for us. Oh wow, this is a rush map, but neither of us rush.
Yeah, there are also a lot of
Why
cows.
are there so many cows? Oh
that
god.
we don't really take into account.
Yeah, do you guys do anything with the cows?
After us, like I think around 300, we started killing them, but we used to kill them all the time. Then we realized we were losing to rushes because we were killing cows instead of the enemy rushes.
We thought about drowning the cows or moving them towards the enemy, but we'd rather just send our drone straight towards the enemy miners.
So it looks like we're both having a really hard time on this map.
So it seems like you're killing the cows that come towards you, and the cows that are killing towards us are making us not be able to do anything.
So we have something of a wall.
Yeah, there weren't many maps before where there were this many cows that could come near your base.
All right. So
Okay.
Smite takes game 4.
We broke less.
Good luck, guys.
Oh God.
Okay.
Is the depth in the middle?
That's a lot of cows.
Yeah, what is...
Oh my god.
So there are a lot of cows on this map, and hopefully they don't wander too close to us, or we won't be able to see.
I think we have to hope that Smite accidentally finds the cows near our base and then drowns them for us. Yeah.
So we only drown cows if we don't see any units. So this has the effect sometimes of us carrying a cow and then an enemy unit running towards us, and then we drop the cow to pursue the enemy units. So in some ways, we actually end up moving cows towards their base.
The other issue is, though, you sometimes drop the cow and then you can no longer see the enemy unit, so you proceed to pick it back up. So this is a little annoying, but we'll see.
Both have something going.
It looks like cow RNG allowed us to get up our lattice. Unfortunately, our harass wasn't too effective, so you guys are getting up your cookie.
I mean, let's see, our cookie is still pretty small or pretty low. We have to really build more onto it. But we have a lot of net guns. So
It looks like it wasn't too deep in the middle, so hopefully we'll be able to force our way through them. But they are harassing us, which forces us to build net guns as we try to move towards them.
okay, so this was actually a proper.
Yeah, wow. This is a ground assault.
Both of our attacks or both of our strategies sort of
Oh,
working.
nice. Oh, things are getting buried.
Yeah, our landscapers, once they get towards the enemy, will try to bury them, but I don't think we have enough that are close enough to enemy. A lot of them are just kind of idly at the bottom of our lattice. Also, I think we hard-coded that around 1460 or something. They all run back to get out of the way of our crunch, and they still have way too many net guns, so I think they got it.
So let's see if the turtle will hold. That's 1460, and you're
There's a
still
crunch.
pushing.
Well, there are
Okay.
landscapers over here, but
Yeah, the problem is our landscapers are in the way of our landscapers, and we don't have any drones there anymore, and their HQ is still there, and we don't do a second crunch, so Smite has it.
yeah, it looks like Smite, even despite these landscapers sabotaging, are gonna have a way higher wall.
Good game, guys.
All right. That was really close. It's not over till it's over. All right.
All right, Smite
played.
wins. Congratulations, the high ground, 4th place.
Good job, guys.
All right, going back up to the winner's bracket. These are the last two teams that have not yet lost a match. Battlecode versus Java Best Waifu.
Do you want to? Come on, you talk this game.
So it looks like Battlecode is trying to rush, but there is only a very long path on this map.
Yeah, I don't think our rush works.
It's
like we have one drone harassing.
It looks like your lattice is in place though, so the water won't be a problem.
So we're building our outer wall with our net guns on it, hopefully.
Oh, yep,
Oh, one
there's the
down.
first one.
So we do our first attack at 1500.
Yeah, but they terraform to us, which means they're just going to bury all our stuff.
It looks like all the landscapers are being carried though. Oh, but yes, now they're on the wall. All right, so Java Best Waifu takes game one.
You terraformed to us and buried our stuff.
All the landscapers got there on their own power, and then the drones picked them up. All right, let's see if this rush succeeds.
They have a drone.
Oh, nope.
Keep a drone next to our base, circling, so that if any miner or any miner on a drone comes, we'll just follow them. And it seems we managed to build our wall in time, which is one of our main concerns.
So for some reason, our miner got stuck and didn't have a place to build evaporators and net guns. I don't know what happened.
Oh, yeah, and they terraformed all the way over to the HQ.
That is a lot of stuff.
That's, yeah. 300 drones and 200 landscapers.
Only 99 evaporate.
Only 99 evaporators? All right, so Java takes game two.
Yeah, because we couldn't build our one.
All right. This one, though, is accidentally rush friendly if you go to the wrong corner first.
Hopefully our drone deals with... Oh, never mind.
Oh, no. Oh, the offensive net gun.
Oh.
The problem is this design school can no longer build anything because of the elevation restriction. Oh, and now it's buried. Yeah, and I think...
Oh, our landscaper that was defending our HQ just went away.
Yeah, it looks like they're fighting over this net gun right now, not even the HQ.
But it seems we're not building the wall, so that's really bad.
Yeah.
And there's that
and we cannot pass.
valley next to your HQ.
Yeah, this big hole in the ground next to the HQ seems like it could be a problem. I think, wait, your own landscaper is doing that. But is it because the miner's there and they're trying to keep
It's just a new strategy. It's just like too high IQ.
Oh, I see, of course. Oh, you might save yourselves. Oh.
I don't think there's a hole with water with like minus how much?
Oh, minus 70. Yeah. It's gonna be close. It's getting better. It's gonna be very close. Oh.
Oops.
Oh wait, the HQ is at 5. Never mind. You'll be fine.
Well, that's relative, right?
If the HQ were at 4, then it would have flooded, I think. Oh, it's still at minus 27 though.
Well, the question is if they will eventually fill that hole.
Well, it seems like there's no more progress being made on the hole.
Oh well, they gave up on that.
Are they? No, they're still doing stuff.
I don't know what they're doing. We definitely didn't code that suicide.
Oh, the hole's being filled again. Okay.
Come on, landscapers, make your
wait,
mind.
But now there's one here. Wait, this hole is at negative 45 though. This hole is still at negative 45. It's going to be very close. Negative 11. Oh.
I don't know why
Oh,
we're
they
not.
did it. All right. Wow. Wow.
We're not building our.
I really don't know what the heck
evaporator or
happened
net
there.
gun. Oh, I think our miner's at the wrong height.
Whoa.
Well, meanwhile, there was lots of stuff going on everywhere else.
We have a lot of stuff now.
All right, and the crunch, Java Best Waifu wins. Wow. Congratulations. All right. So wait, Battlecode, stay here.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so Battlecode got bumped down to the losers bracket and is now up against Smite. So whoever loses this game is third place overall. And whoever wins will have to face Java Best Waifu. Okay.
Oh no, this map.
Also blue. We generally like red more.
And so why is that?
Because the way we pathfind breaks, so again, we're in the bottom right corner, which is unfortunate.
Oh, we're harassing some stuff. We're killing landscapers as they come out of the design school.
That's unfortunate.
So let's see if we actually get a wall, though.
And is this
We
can
do
a
need a
design
wall.
school build? Yes.
Yeah, so we don't break on red in this map because we played against high ground, but I think we do break against blue. Oh, no. Okay. So
Oh,
maybe.
yeah, you have a wall.
We might be able to crunch if we actually get evaporators, but I don't see any evaporators yet.
There's one.
Oh, we have one? Okay. Can we
Could
get
be
two?
enough. Looks like you're not buying more, though.
Yeah.
That should be fine for us.
Meanwhile, Battlecode, you have your net guns and stuff in place. That's good.
Yeah, at this point, I think you guys win. We just watch our turtle die.
Yeah, all right. It looks like Battlecode has the drone and wall advantage. Yep.
Yep.
All right, so Battlecode
Nice.
takes game one.
Oh, it's limb soup. So the high ground near our base might be a little tricky for terraforming. Oh no.
Oh,
Rush?
oh, the drone, the
But
defensive drone
Okay,
is
okay.
drowning them as fast as they come out, which is too fast, unfortunately.
no.
And we should clear out the dirt and eventually get a wall there.
So we generally have one drone that's just going to sit in our wall up until turn 200. It usually almost always grabs the miner, so we like really optimize the micro. It just turned out that one case the rush was slightly after turn 200.
Okay, this is not good for us because we don't have very many landscapers around our wall.
So we have a lot of soup in this map, right? We mined out one of the infinities.
The
and-
ability to get more.
Yeah.
And it looks like your one miner died, Battlecode.
Yeah, and now we crunch.
Yeah, that's a pretty dense cookie.
And
All right, Smite takes game two.
Landscaper crunch.
Yeah, we were inspired by oatmeal raisin, which we think is really well textured. So we have a lot of variation in depth.
Looks like Battlecode. Where's your rush miner? Did it make it? Oh no, it's getting drowned. Something's getting drowned. There's one miner left though.
And that's the important one.
Unfortunately, it looks like, or unfortunately for you.
So we're
I
trying
guess.
to hold we do this thing with our harass drones where after a certain round, we hold positions in the corners of the lattice, but I think they got a net gun up and killed it. So, okay, but we are getting something of a cookie up.
So this is gonna be a good test of whether our putting dirt on the building thing works, and it seems it sort of worked in
Locked
a
our
few areas.
evaporator in place.
How did two landscapers end up on that segment? It looks like Smite definitely has a bigger wall, if nothing else. All right, so Smite
All right.
takes game three. Two games to one in Smite's favor so far.
So I feel like you guys will rush on this map, right?
Yeah, all right, well, there's that miner.
So you can see that one drone was able to
The
get
miner
it.
just got picked up. Battlecode,
Like
do
sits
you
there.
run away from drones? Oh.
Yeah, so we have one drone whose only job in the early game is to stay between our HQ and the enemy miner. So even though miners can outrun drones, we have this drone going in circles on our HQ, so they can't actually get close to our HQ unless they make a neck gun
that's very smart. Because yeah, if the miner could run far enough away, then it could separate it.
Yeah, basically we had a really long period of just like micro games with Kryptonite to really get that down. Unfortunately, I don't know if we're going to be able to complete the cookie here, so it's going to be really close. We really want another Vaporator, and there we have it. So I think we might have a chance.
You crunched.
I guess not, but.
Yeah, they crunched a little bit, but it looks like not with enough. And Battlecode, you're getting your defenses up now.
Yeah, we'll see if we can do it in time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys have enough.
Well, you have a higher wall, and Smite has no drone production and no miners.
Yep, so that's it.
It's looking good for Battlecode. I really like this pattern.
Okay, game 5 it is.
Yeah. All right, Battlecode takes game 4, and we are going to game 5 for third place.
So I think this is going to be a bad rush map. Basically, the way we calculate, I think if we can stop them for turn 40, we win. And this just seems a little too aggressive.
Okay. The defensive, only 2 defensive landscapers. The drone!
We got picked up.
But the HQ is almost buried.
Oh, we're close.
No, the drone was enough. This water was the deciding factor.
Because they can unbury faster than we can bury.
Yeah,
They
so
start with 0.
If they were able to build a net gun, we would have like guaranteed lost that game. As it is, we have 2 drones that are like purely defensive. They're able to hold it off, and now we're just going to try harassing them. And hopefully, now that they committed so many resources to that attack, we can hold them off. And it looks like we're getting a pretty good cookie up. Again, we really want that second Vaporator, and that's like a good sign that we're going to complete everything.
They died. The drones died.
Okay, so we both have 8 walls. Yeah, so we have an issue where when we get rushed, it's really difficult to get economy up, right? So we can't really complete our turtle at all after a rush.
Well, you do have 1 miner left, which is key if it would build a fulfillment center or something.
It might, but it doesn't look like it will at this point.
Yeah, it looks like Battlecode's wall is going to be taller.
Is it?
It's close, but they have 4. Yeah, I think so, because it's at like 13. Oh wait, I don't know.
It's gonna be really tight.
It's very close.
Might come down to 1 round.
What? A 1-turn difference. Wow.
Good game.
Wow.
Good game.
Wow. That's the closest it's ever been. That was game 5. Wow. All right.
Game 5.
Well, congratulations, Battlecode, on 3rd place.
Well done.
That was. This is after the last thing. All right, so we now have the final 2 teams, Java Best Waifu versus Smite. And since Java Best Waifu has not yet lost, Smite needs to win 2 matches against them to win, and Java Best Waifu only needs to win 1.
Yeah, so last year there was a GIF in the opening slides, and it actually turned out to be Church Lightning, which was a clip from the finals where we lost that game. So the GIF this year was, remarkably familiar of our turtle formation. I don't know if it was from this series, but that was like very concerning to us.
No, it definitely was, because it contained a screenshot of a bug that only we have and that we introduced right before the submission. So,
so at least 1 game, I think we're losing. But
I don't know.
Wait, didn't that GIF just like come from a previous, like a scrim or something? Yeah. Yeah, that was from a scrim this year.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
It was still probably us. So it looks like it's going to come down to who gets more soup in the early game. We're both getting a lot of soup in this game. It seems like we have some harass going on the left side of their base, though, the upper left.
Yeah. It
So we have a lot of vaporators out, which is a really good sign. And I think we have enough net guns. It's really a question of can we get one net gun on the left side and complete that cookie? Again, because of the asymmetry. You'll see like our right side just does a lot better.
So they managed to get a cookie and a lot of drones, so that's really annoying. And we're not probably able to terraform to their base in time.
I mean, we only have 3 net guns, but we still have drones harassing in the upper left corner. And hopefully that's enough to slow down your landscapers.
So we keep building evaporators, I think, until turn, what turn? I don't remember, like 1200, 1250, something like that. And after that, we just commit on building units.
So I think we got lucky in the sense because we have drones that are camping right outside your design school on the left side. So we're just like killed so many landscapers from there, but you still have so much stuff.
We also only have 1 net gun left that's not flooded. So I think it's going to be very close. Hopefully we can just have enough landscapers that it's just hard to path in.
Ooh, they're crunching, and that net gun was very useful.
So we're crunching, but we probably cannot get in time. But we start building our wall, and we still keep building drones, and we do a second attack on 2200, I think. But
yeah, so we don't like second attacks. We were hoping that wasn't a thing.
So
Got a couple holes.
Yeah, well, the left side is very well protected. There's 1 hole here and 2 holes on the top.
to be honest, I don't remember. Oops, I don't remember exactly the turn in which we do the second attack. So this can go like any way. And apparently we have like a flaw in that wall.
The bottom right of your wall looks like.
Yeah, this is going to be a problem potentially.
Oh, you guys crunched?
Wow.
Yeah, they made it through. Wow.
The second attack works apparently.
Yeah, with only 3 holes. Yeah. So I guess, I mean, drones can move fast enough that I guess the HQ can't shoot them fast enough. All right, so Java.
We're getting so much luck lately, I don't know.
Was that game 1? Yeah. All right, Java takes game 1.
Game 1? Okay. Oh, this map is rough for us.
Oh, because of the barrier. Oh, right, the landscapers get. Oh, but you're not blue. When you're blue on this map, it seemed like your landscapers got stuck.
Let's see. We haven't found the soup on the left, though. In fact, I think they killed all our miners.
Oh, yeah, you have no more miners.
Oh,
that looks like it.
How did that happen? I don't know.
Yeah, well. Without any miners, the crunch is, yeah. All right, so Java takes game 2. It looks like you found a bunch of the soup on this map, though. Oh, it's too fast.
So we have vaporators. We have 7 of them, so this is a good sign.
Yeah, and some defensive net guns, it looks like.
And we have water inside the wall, that's a bad sign.
Oh, yeah? Do you? Oh, you're fixing it, though. That's good.
Ooh. Our landscapers just rate how good it is to mine and deposit to each cell, and they mine from the lowest ranking one, and they deposit in the top one. And they rank like inside the wall, like very high if they're flooded or something like that, I don't know.
Well, it worked.
So really
but they got the cookie.
Some of those landscapers get to the bottom left. So I think this is like the biggest challenge with a cookie. When you have something like oatmeal raisin, it's really hard to
They got a
move
really
around.
big cookie. This is scary.
In fact, the one spot that's open is the one spot they're going to attack. So we're getting there. Do we have net guns on that side, though? We have 3 in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, I mean, with it looks like 10 net guns total inside the cookie could be a problem. Although this one is going to drown soonish.
If we have miners next to them, they'll drown, deposit dirt, and we'll build another one right on top.
Scary.
Oh, good.
So yeah, a lot of them just died. In fact, they all died at the same time.
Part of that may have been the offensive landscapers.
Let's see if we can hold.
Well, you repelled that level. Only 4 net guns left, but.
And for the second attack, a drone wall should be sufficient. So.
Yeah. Oh, these drones are all holding landscapers, but not drowning them.
Are they our landscapers or their landscapers? Looks like
red
theirs.
landscapers.
Okay.
Blue drones with red landscapers.
Yeah, I mean they can't leave the wall, right? If they leave the wall, we're in big trouble.
Oh yeah,
So-
no, but.
Well, apparently. Oh wait,
Oh, yeah,
they
there's-
crunch again in our wall. So
Did we crunch your wall?
yeah.
Java, do you have any miners? No. Oh, so your only hope is to use their own cookie against them to build net guns, but.
But you need miners to build net guns.
Although no, there's a hole right here and there's a hole right here.
Hopefully 2 holes will be enough.
Oh, Oh, but
Oh,
two
the second
holes-
attack failed.
two holes
We
is not
committed
enough.
too hard to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we actually like intentionally leave. We're supposed to leave one hole on purpose.
Why?
Just so that when they crunch, they all filter through one hole and we kill as many drones
Because
as
you
possible.
can kill them as faster than
Right.
they come in. Yeah.
But
Nice.
sometimes we leave more than one hole. And
Oh,
then
you're
it's bad.
baiting our drones? Oh, we really don't like this map.
This is game 5, right? 4 or 5?
Four, yeah.
4. Okay, 4.
So, yeah.
It would be nice if it was 5. Yeah.
Yeah, Java Best Waifu has 2 wins and Smite has 1.
It's always so entertaining to watch Java Best Waifu fight against the map. They do really well.
We don't like maps with a lot of water.
So it
With
looks like
water,
we
actually.
Don't have a
It would be
design
better if they
school.
didn't have.
So I think we just lost this game because our design school got flooded again. Or it's very unclear. But we just don't have a landscapers.
Yeah, Smite has no design schools, which seems bad.
So yeah, I think. So I don't know how the tiebreakers work, but it looks like we're gonna, unless they fill that spot in, maybe we'll see.
Oh yeah, you're both gonna flood.
So what is the tiebreaker in this?
All right. Oh, Java wins. So yeah, it looks like Java just has more units. Yeah, the 12 drones and 7 landscapers it beats your 15 drones basically.
Well,
all right.
There you go.
Congratulations, Java Best Waifu. Congratulations, Smite. So yeah, congratulations, first and second, respectively. You have some certificates behind you. So congratulations again to all of our Battlecode 2020 finalists: Anomalous Pandas, Bagger 288, Battlegoud, Blue Dragon, Bowl of Chowder, Citric Sky, Horse Paste, Java Best Waifu, Jenkins Mafia, Kryptonite, NP Easy, Persici, Smite, Steam Locomotive, The High Ground, and the Levy Builders. Congratulations again. So a huge thank you from us to all of you for participating, and a huge thank you from me to the rest of the dev team for helping build this game and run everything. So thank you, devs, as well.
Thank you,
Yeah, especially Arvid. And of course, last but not least, thank you to our 2020 sponsors, who are the reason that you're all here, and the reason that we can give out prizes, and the reason that Battlecode can be the big event that it is. So thank you so much. So thank you all again for a great year, and we will see you next January.
Thank you.